Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome back to the Mahjong Soul Team Tournament Finals Day 2.
It's the final. We're here. And I'm looking forward to some really good Mahjong. It's still really quite close, right?
Pretty close.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting night. It's all on the line here.
These next 4 games, we're going to see 2 of them. These next 4 games are going to decide who gets to take home the trophy. I'm looking forward to it.
Exciting stuff coming up before the matches. We got some highlights. We have the player cards for all of the competitors here.
Yes, we
do. We got the stats. We're going to show them off right after these highlights.
I'm Carl, so I just want to say hi.
I'm Mini Matt.
I'm Advisor. Hey everyone.
And yeah, here are these highlights.
First day of Stage 2, player Boku no Nico from Team Lollibaba continued his strong performance in the first stage, getting an early reach in turn 5 and summoed the 3 mine in turn 11. With the awarded Ipeiko and the critical Ruradora, Boku no Nico started the Hanchan with a massive lead.
Sumo. Reach, Sumo, Pinfu, Ipeiko, Dora, Haneman.
What a hand. Gotta love opening a game up with a pure double sequence. I'm a big fan. But yeah, we have Nico here, who is one of the faster players in our event so far. He's also one of the harder hitting players too. I guess one of the interesting things is they've never reached. At least not up to this point. Not up to this point. We might see suddenly, like yesterday, a lot of players who have chosen not to reach at all suddenly start, sorry, not to Dharma at all, suddenly start hiding their tempos. I'm curious. Will we see that again? Or will we see some massive, big swings from this player? I wonder.
It's the final day. The sky's the limit.
Exactly. Also playing today, we have Rain Moon. Maybe not the highest scoring player so far, but look at their stats. They are a very well-balanced player. Quite fast, quite powerful. They tend not to deal in as well. They win way more than they deal in. And
Safety very, very important, especially in a tournament format when everything is on the line.
The one potential worry I have is maybe if they don't deal in too much, maybe they don't push enough. Maybe they get sumoed. Maybe that's why their results aren't quite. But we're going to see. Like, not dealing in could be the key, could be the secret to them winning. We're also going to show the cards from yesterday. I do love Odacool's graph. Like, it's just like it's not like poking out too much, and suddenly the aggression just BRAM! 73%.
They know what they want.
But yeah, it's worked. Like, Odacool in 4th place overall, up to at the point of yesterday. I wonder how it's going to be at the end of the event, but for now, 4th place overall. That's out of 64. That's great.
Once again, 0% Dama rate.
Yeah.
Keep that stat in mind, everyone, because we're going to be seeing that popping up quite a bit in these player cards here.
Why have a Dharma tempo when you can call, I guess?
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Second day of Stage 2, the last Hanchan before the final. Player Yuna from Team No More Urasan started the game with a concealed triple Dora, which later became the concealed Khan. And the Khan awarded Yuna with a 3 extra Dora. After sumo the 8 man donkey, Yuna broke away from the tight point situation with an amazing Baiman, Tanyao Dora 7. Well, obviously Team No More Urasan does not need Wuras.
Reach. Sumo-nya. Anyao, Doraneko-nya-nya.
Don't you love it when you get a Khan, and you have the Dora, and you calm the Dora, and you suddenly reveal a new Dora indicator, and you've got 3 of them too?
Love to see it.
You really do.
Yeah.
And this is another player who has never Dharma'd a hand. Pretty high aggression though. I like the fast player. Maybe this is going to be what we see. I think a lot of calls,
Sometimes
a lot
you
of
must
decent
choose
hands. Yeah, exactly. Also playing today, we have Point, who's one of the faster players in this event. Getting to Tenpai before everyone else. That is going to be huge. If we can see that again, I reckon Point's going to do pretty well. I like Team Noble Team. I always like the name. No, Mora-san.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I love that name.
They know what they
The
want.
pause is important. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. There is a very important reason why we have that little dash there. But let's move on to the next team.
First day of stage 1, Ryo Mombushitaka from Team Speedwagon was knocked into negative early in the East game. Entering the South in a desperately difficult point situation, a hand with seemingly poor potential, plus an early reach from Flappy XX, Ryo Mombushitaka magically pushed a hand into a beautiful Chun-Chun Senshoku after playing 2 safe tiles. After drawing this critical one-saw, Ryo Mombushitaka fought back with a reach and successfully got a Hanuman from Musical Pulse.
それろって
Wow, not only did they get a Sanchoku, but also Junchan, fully outside hand. It's their favourite
Again.
Yaku.
And I support that too. Sansuke Junchan together, yes.
Yes.
It's the
And yeah, they are one of the stronger players. At least from their hand value, they're one of the stronger players. It looks like they've dealt in a few times because of their technique value. And they Dharma a little bit. I think they Dharma just the right amount. Just a little bit, but not all the time. I think that's pretty good.
you gotta do it just enough.
Exactly. We're also moving on to Shai, who is the strongest player in this event so far. Just look at their stats. They also Dharma just a little bit.
Looking.
Not all the time.
200 individual score. A little bit under 190, but almost 200, rounding up.
Incredible. We're going to be seeing them play today, I think, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Also on their team, Size, which we saw yesterday, one of the faster players. They only had 2 points, but I think they did pretty well yesterday. And finally, we have another player who's also fast. I think this is Team Speedwagon's sort of secret. They have lots of players who are very efficient, very good at getting to tempo very quickly.
Speed's in the name for a reason.
Speed is in the name for the reason, exactly. Let's move on to our final team.
First day of stage 2, player Harrison from Team Last Minute Team entered all last and the last Oya in the second place, with a 5,200 points lead to a third and 7,400 points away from the first. Harrison's rather late reach, waiting for 6-man, was soon challenged by 2 other players. With an 8-man con, Harrison tumbled into an Oya byman with Rua 5, reversed into first place with a secure score lead in the last minute.
リーチですツモリーチツモドラ2ドラドラ5バイマン
We saw this player play yesterday. Harrison, what a good hand. But today we're going to be seeing Unbearable, a really well balanced player, currently 7th place. They don't have a favorite. I don't have a favorite tile,
No favorite tile.
but
There's always the future.
exactly. We'll see. Maybe they'll pick one of the tiles they win here. Maybe that'll be like their new favorite, their new lucky tile.
If it gets them the championship, why not?
Exactly. We also have Team Night Dust here, who again a really well balanced player. They've been playing Mahjong longer than I've been alive. Like Night Dust was talking to me at one
Their
point.
experience.
Night Dust was talking to me at one point, saying they were anxious, like how there were lots of really good pro players, and it's true. But I'm like, you've been playing for 30 years. You don't consider yourself good at Mahjong. I mean, you've made it to the finals. You deserve to be here, Night Dust. And yes, I love their favorite Yaku. It's not even in Mahjong Soul, but it's when your hand is so bad, your opening hand is so bad, that it actually rolls back around to being good again. I love it. I love it so much. It's really good.
It's a beautiful thing to see.
Exactly. Also on this team we have Hertz. I'm a big fan of Hertz. Just for the name, if nothing else. The frequency of the wins was too high. No. I do love it though. And of course we saw Harrison.
Very exciting is we've seen a lot of players who've been playing for 1 year, a year and a half, 2 years. A lot of people learning Mahjong, getting into the finals, it's really, really exciting to see that sort of growth in a community.
You love to see
Definitely.
it. You do. And the
Yeah, I've
next
been playing
game.
for over 10, so yeah, I love seeing it here.
Yeah, I think you've been playing longer than any of us, right?
I believe so.
The game is about to start, though. So let's get excited. I
Ooh,
wanna-
Yes.
Yes!
On here to our first
Yes!
taper. This is where it begins.
This is the final of the final. Well, it's not the final. It's the second to last final of the final.
The penultimate final.
Yes,
Final's little brother.
exactly.
Opportunity for a call, probably not going to get taken.
Gotta love opening up with the mooncake.
Blood
Yeah,
sugar
Ema
up.
game's
That's
slowly
true.
going out.
It's
Good
important.
draw too. 4, 5, 6, 7 now. Gonna be hard to turn this hand into something like Tanyao because they do have a pair of ones and a pair of ones. But these are some pretty good formations. Just kind of reachy, continue your dealership, stack up some points, have a good time.
Yes, exactly. Also, sorry, I should have showed hands. There we go. We got that going.
There we go.
Now we can see what everyone else
Big
has.
reveal.
And wow, Rain Moon's hand is pretty good. Ash is making those calls. Actually, they are. They
They
have.
get their Yakuhai. They have a Dora. They're not close, but they're not far either.
I think they're far enough that it's worth making that call to try and get to Tenpai a little bit quicker. You need that speed, especially when you've got a Dora. You want to cash that in.
Definitely. Just got to move that hand forward when you have the Yakuhai waiting in the wings. What a pickup on that 6. Wouldn't be surprised if they break one of their pairs here.
Yeah.
One's going down.
Been getting decent upgrades since the start.
Pretty good chance of maneuvering that hand into Pinfu or Rigi Pinfu. You know, they're the 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Pair over on the side. The best pickup would probably be the 3 of characters, right?
Yeah, if they can get the 3, yes, exactly. They want to try and convert that pair into a sequence if you can. Although,
And it's the Dora. Only good things can happen. Oh, good pickup on the 8. They might consider breaking the 1s here to turn it into Tanyo.
The Dora
and it
Simpsons
looks like that's
opened.
the direction they're going.
yeah, even if you just get Simple's Dora 1, that's still fine, and you can call to make that happen faster.
And dealership, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Continuous is always good.
Dora 0 here would be acceptable.
Yeah, as long as you
Maybe
get the
not
win.
ideal, but you want your dealership to keep going.
Also, I just
Although,
want to show the.
Dora 1 does exist here now.
I want to show the scores
Not
currently.
secret,
These are accurate to. Wait, that's not.
I would not be surprised if they cheat here. Yeah, it lets them use
Yeah.
that Dora. It cleans up that 3-3-5.
And actually, their Tenpai now waiting on the Dora, which has been discarded twice by Toyman already.
Yeah, if they draw another, I would not be surprised if it gets pitched.
Setting the trap.
Does anyone else have a particularly compelling chance of getting there before they do? It's going to be hard to get a Dora to drop, especially when there's only 2 of them. But nobody else is quite in 10 right, if I'm reading these other hands.
Yeah.
So they still do have the time to either sumo or maybe, hit the Goldilocks scenario where Shunya does draw that 3 and pitches it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
are we seeing
there
it?
it
Is
is.
it here? Let's go. No, they
Oh,
are
they can't-
scared.
Just because it was safe 3
Highly
draws quick doesn't
sus.
necessarily mean it's safe now, especially this late in the hand.
Yeah.
Especially after the dealer has opened up, showing that they are in Tanyao and just pitching Tanyao tiles. It kind of implies that they might be waiting on that Roan, and if it's the 3 you drop and you get hit on that, that's a really rough way to start out a game.
Yeah, Ash here is playing incredibly safe to the dealer right now, and I respect it. When the dealer's showing at least 2 hand, maybe 3, maybe more. You know, you have to respect the dealer being Tenpai.
Yeah, you don't want it to happen to you.
Oh, okay. There was a chance for a weight upgrade, but you'd have lost the ability to accept the Dora there. So I respect what Night Dust is doing.
Agreed. It looks like this may be a hand that ends up in exhaustive draw, but With dealer into... Oh, they dropped it.
Sends
Oh, there it is.
Because they put him Tenpai, that's why, but also for reason, but still.
Was getting close enough to the end. They wanted to take the risk. And unfortunately, it did not pay off. And now Night Dust is in an incredible position. East 1 on their dealership, essentially just starting the game at 30k.
It makes a
complain
statement,
about
doesn't
that.
it? It's always good to be the first person to win a hand, especially in an event like this when being first place gets you 45 bonus points. That's 45,000 bonus points. That's ridiculous. You want those.
And the teams aren't that far apart. I mean, one place up your opposing team, yeah, you can probably jump up in the leaderboard.
Yeah, I'm just quickly trying to get the scores loaded, but I want to make sure they're right when I do it. So
I'll tell you something that's loaded. Ash's hand has 3 Dora in it already.
yes,
Very warm indeed.
Rainbow's hand's not looking bad either, though. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, a pair of Easts, 6, 7, 8. The 2, 4, 8 on the left side, kind of suspect, but in general, that hand has a pretty good route. In the meantime, though, Night Dust actually kind of far away. They have some formations, but a lot of them only accept 1 tile. Oh, what a pickup. That could help a lot. It opens up the door to aggressively calling their one-sided formations before the white even drops. If they
Samoja just landed Itsu there, or Ipeko there. Now Ishanten. Just need to pick up a pair.
That's scary, yeah. If that lands, someone's going to be in a world of hurt. Because with that pair... Oh! Great draw, increasing the sides from 8 only to 5-8. They have a lot of chances of finishing a formation, getting in a one-sided pair weight at worst. There are a lot of good ways for that hand to complete at this point.
Ooh. Are we commit? It looks like we're committing now.
Yeah, that was kind of what we were talking about earlier. But they do have the other out of it being a half flush, so it's not necessarily just committing to needing the white dragon. Yeah, they take that.
Mm-hmm. When then Emo goes out, he's nervous he might not complete that, but like, no, I think I got it. I'm fine. Emo gain him on point. Ooh, so much of their now Tonki weight on the 7 so Ippei Nomi. And honestly, if they can walk down that 2-3-4 into a 1-2-3, they could even push for a Jinja Ippei. It's close.
Scary stuff is going on over there.
And they're just all chill. They're just silent. They're just, just vibing.
it's as we said.
Unsuspecting.
None of these
Embodying the
players.
spirit of the silent wait.
You've got to love the hustle, right? Spend the first few rounds, never never dharmaing, never keeping your Tenpai hidden, and then in the finals, that's when you start being sneaky, because people don't expect it.
Speaking of being unexpected, they have changed their weight to the 9 Night Dust. There's a universe where they draw an 8-pin, drop that 9 to get into 10, and explode.
Yes, exactly. It all depends on what they draw for their pair. Well, if they draw the 7, they can use the White Dragon as their pair, and they're safe either way, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's at the will of the wall at this point.
I'm just wondering if they're going to pick up that one character and just upgrade the thing to Jinshan. That'd be amazing.
Oh, get the
there's
9.
There it is.
Blessed. They're in it.
9 remaining.
Yeah, I'd love to see this become Jun-chan.
Not a lot of time left in this hand, though. We're at 10 tiles in the wall.
It's 3
Very
tile for
good
Night Dust.
chance of hitting exhaustive here.
Actually, no, take it back. It's actually Night Dust weight is pretty much dead, sadly.
Yeah, the 3s are.
The 3s were in the calls that Night Dust had made.
Looks like there's 1 6 that's out there, from our point of view.
Oh, but
And
there it is!
Found it! Found it!
Tile located. You just gotta believe. 3 home we take those as dealers.
Yeah.
A nice clean 6,000.
Just rack it up, just work at it. Just work it up. Nothing wrong with that.
Big early lead. Incredible stuff.
From where the hand started to where it ended up now, that was pretty good.
Team Night Dust was in first place. Sorry, the Team Night Dust is in last minute team was in first place. I
There
actually
may be an even more first place. Oh my god, what an incredible draw. In between that 1-3, picking up a Dora. The will of the wall is in Night Dust's corner right now.
I mean, it's the perfect underdog story, right? Because obviously, Night Dust's team, they were a team that just like made friends. They didn't know each other before this event. They met each other through the Mahjong Soul Discord.
It's the power of anime and friendship. That's how they drew, again, in between a 1-3, the 2. Watch them draw the 7 now. Oh, not quite. Miracles only happen twice.
I mean, the flow is there.
Having said
Totally.
that, there are still 3 7s in that wall. That 7 is going to come to someone.
It's gonna come to someone. It could even be Night Dust.
It could even be Night Dust. But it's not right
Look at
now.
everyone else's hand, though. Ashuna over there kind of has some scary stuff going on. White, 4-5-6, 6-6-7, 1-3-3, 1-3-3-5. They have a chance of hitting a pretty decent, like not the best hand, but they could get those white dragons. They could get a pretty quick Yaku high, pick up those 2 Hanba, and more importantly, end Night Dust's Reign of Terror.
I mean, we're only 2 Homba in. We're only 2 Homba in. It's not been too long a reign of terror so far. There's still
It could be a
time.
longer one.
There's still time for it to become a very terrifying reign. Unfortunately, we see the 7-8-9 there in Night Dust discards, but
There's a 4. So Mocha might be on the verge of starting that Sanshoku there on the 2-3-4 potentially, since the 4 just came up with characters. Or maybe not.
my
Another
question,
door hits the hand.
my question is, why has Night Dust kept this 9-man so long?
Maybe they're waiting on it as a safer discard for
I
later.
say, yeah, are they planning on folding with it? Maybe. Because it's definitely not. It's probably the least useful tile in the hand. It's been the least useful tile in the hand pretty much since the start. But it could be
Well,
safe.
they've mostly drawn just honors tiles. They dropped a 9 and then they drew an 8, which connects to their furry 10 stuff. So they might be looking at it as the 9 can connect to more things than the honors tiles that they've been discarding. And like with that 1, it's another example of they just discarded a 1, so it's weaker. It's just kind of been the perfect storm of it. Not really been a super compelling discard this entire time.
I mean, that's true. But yeah, my point was that we see... Okay, there it is. I was about to say, we see 2 7s, we see 2 8s that have been discarded. I was wondering, maybe we're keeping it as a safe tile in case we need to fold this hand. But maybe Night Dust isn't thinking about folding. Maybe Night Dust is thinking about just, I need to score more points. It's my dealer turn. This is my chance. This is my opportunity. Oh, well, that's okay.
6-6-7, not bad.
6-6-7's fine.
It's a good block.
Do they
Except
catch the
3
white
tiles.
here? They dropped the 9. They're probably a little scared of dropping the white. They go
Yeah.
for it.
I think if you're
And
going to
there
push
it
this hand, you need to do it now. Any more hesitation is just going to slow you down. Unfortunately, it means Ash's Tenpai, but Ash's Tenpai on the 2-man. Which
is
is...
a tile that actually can theoretically drop from either, well, not north anymore, but from south. They do have that 2-2-3-4. They could end up getting into Tenpai.
If it wasn't the
formation
Dora,
that
I think that 2 would come out. But because it's the Dora, I think they're just going to keep it.
Yeah, so I don't know if Ashuna is actually going to be able to complete this hand.
They can always draw a 4-man. If they draw a 4-man that gets to upgrade to 2-5, there are ways
is
this hand
true.
gets better.
The potential is there.
It's
Nice
not...
pick up on that 1. We've got the 1,
Yeah,
2, 3,
actually.
3 now. 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. They're getting close.
Oh,
Ooh.
is Night Dust brave enough to play this? I think so. Oh, we see
Dharma.
another Dharma.
Are.
We see all these
Yeah,
sneaky hidden weights. I love
But
it.
But to be fair, they have the point lead right now, so
I mean,
they don't
that's
give
true.
away the attention.
Yeah, it's a great time to.
Hmm.
Like they also have 2 Dora.
Keeping that
and
option
their-
of
their
actually,
dealer.
you know what? I want out. I want to leave this hand as soon as possible.
They don't even need the extra points too. They're already pretty far ahead. If they get this hand, their dealership continues anyway. Oh, it comes down though. They do play the 2.
I didn't expect the 2 to
Yes.
come out, but once they got to Tenpai, there it was.
Yep. But hey, Night Dust keeps that 1,000 that would have went to reach, so...
That's true.
And they're still sitting pretty. 37,000. Everyone else is kind of hovering around similar point totals. around 20.
And I get Night Justice is happy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is
A
the
lot of folks
perfect time.
survive, let's go!
Hashtag emote game. Yes.
I mean, it gives you flow. It does. Having said that, look at the hand we've got here from Ryu. It's really good. I mean, in the sense that it looks like Cheetoy, and I'm a big fan of Cheetoy.
It also could pretty easily pivot to Tanya. There's a world where they drop the white dragon,
Yeah.
and just go for the Tanya out here.
Yeah,
I
okay.
wouldn't be
It's no
surprised.
longer 7 pairs. That 3/4/4 is too good to get to not try and use a 3/4 instead. Much as I love the hand, most hands aren't a 7-pair hand. Having said that, whoa, Night Dust is going for that straight 1 to 9. They're only missing the 6-pin and the 8-pin for that. That is incredible. To be wait, no, they played 7. They played 7.
They're just going for a clean fast hand. They're in first.
Yeah, that's fair. Just a
Take what
nice
you can get.
happy
move the
little
button.
pin fu. Never harmed anyone. Even playing the
Innocent
7.
sin.
Yeah.
The pinfu that has done no harm.
It is simple but honest work.
The taxpayer's hand.
It really is.
4-4-6. Getting their hand into a pretty stable position over on Night Dust's side.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, dealer's kind of having some trouble picking up the tiles they need to progress this hand.
Oh, is that Tenpai for Night Dust? I think that's Tenpai for Night Dust. Should they choose to Riichi this? It's going to be a pair weight probably, or they could wait on the 5, but I don't think that's going to be the choice.
4-9, not terrible. Although there is already 1-9. I kind of like this. They might be trying to scare people off here. Their weight is not spectacular, but the 9 is a tile that tends to come down. So the Riichi might make that 9 a little more appealing because it feels like a generally safe tile a lot of the time if you don't have better discard options. And at the same time, if they're able to scare other people into folding, that's a win too.
Another really big thing is that 7-pin that Night Dust played in the first 3 discards makes tiles around that really a little bit safer. You know, it's never a guarantee, as we can obviously see, but because you played it early, it's less likely to be something that around a shape that you're going to be waiting on near the end, right? So
Exactly. This is one of those cases where letting people know that you're in 10 doesn't actually necessarily always make it worse in terms of your ability to finish the hand.
look at the dealer's hand right now, though.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
Yeah.
Things are
went safe
happening.
on the-
Things are
yeah,
really
went safe on the
happening.
4.
Wait, no, what? Wait.
Yeah, they went safe on the initial 4 there, but I think they're
Why-
trying to dance around it.
Why wouldn't they keep the 3-3-4-4-5 shape?
I think they're just trying to
Everything-
stay alive.
I guess they're
Everything else-
I guess they're just scared of the Riichi. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
not
but I
safe.
get it.
They're doing the classic maneuver of attempt to fold into Tenpai. Retain your dealership through exhaustive draw and being in 10 while making the safest discards you can along the way, unless you're just strictly forced to hard fold. And I think that's kind of what they're thinking about right now. Like, have I reached the point where I no longer have a safe way to fold into 10? And with that 4 drop, it kind of feels like that's the conclusion they've come to.
I honestly feel reasonably confident about that 8th of bamboo there. We see what three of the 6s and 3 of the 7s, so it's not that likely someone to have a 6-7 shape in their hand, right?
But in a tournament like this with stakes this high, when you're already in 4th and East 2, reasonably comfortable sometimes just isn't enough.
I mean, that's fair. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be under pressure. But at the same time, if you don't take the shots, you'll never get any land. You'll never actually win in their hands. I just hope that they're not going to fold everything when they have a chance to try and score some points. But yeah, Night Dust takes another only 1,500 points because the no-turn payments are halved. But
Yeah.
just give me more sticks, thank you. I'll take those. Also, what
But
we're
yeah,
seeing here.
it's East 3 now, so wow.
What a
Ash.
start. All right. You want to talk about getting some points? This is how you get some points.
Absolutely.
White, green, red.
You know, Anadora, just because, you know, why not?
A pair over there on the left so they don't have to worry about getting to their pair either. 2, 3, 6, 7. This hand is basically pre-built in terms of knowing what direction you want to take it.
The
It's
only
Honeydew starter pack, that's what it is.
His Honeydew starter pack, I like it. Gotta get that half flush. Yeah, exactly. The real
And if you
question
want-
here is how long do you try and keep that green dragon full? You've seen it played once already.
Probably not very
Well,
long. They're dealer,
but
and
what
they're
if-
incentivized to just keep this hand going, keep it moving, keep their dealership.
Oh, that's interesting. So they obviously not. They're not thinking about going for a half flush. Or if they are, they're trying to hide it a little bit better by not calling that one pin.
Quick development forwarding across away from Night Dust.
Ooh.
Low to pairs and an Onko.
Oh,
And they are also on their way to a terrifying hand. Yeah, both greens have come down, so we're probably seeing that pitched soon. Taking
okay.
the Chi, getting rid of 9.
Ash is
keeping
going
the
for
best
speed over
formations.
value. I like it. You're dealer taking any small win, even if it's a tiny one. Maybe Ash has a feeling. Maybe Ash sees things happening through the power of just flow reading, I guess.
Well,
Maybe
with
they
the
see-
green dying, they're not getting that. With 2 of the greens dead, the chances that they get small dragons even are super shot at this point. So right now they do just want to get this hand. Oh my god! Night Dust! Night Dust! Oh no!
Okay,
So-
they're Tenpai.
Dama
But
Tenpai.
They don't
Okay.
want to take. They want to take that. I mean, Ipeka.
You absolutely want to take that.
Oh,
Do you
that's
just-
gonna feed rain.
Do you just Ricci
Oh, no.
for? Do you Ricci? What do you do here?
A tragedy.
A danger sense though, because I
Tragedy.
would have said it immediately.
When your hand is that good, you're gonna
Yeah.
play at least one of them. Ah,
Okay, not too bad on the damage. Not too bad on the damage.
yeah. I mean,
So-
Night Dust has Night Dust has the luxury of being in first place by quite a lot. So even a small deal in, yeah, I respect that emote. Even a small deal in really isn't that huge a deal. Also, how many do we have as a start here? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, are we going to see a repeat? Or are they going to go for it? We see a
There's
repeat.
no way. There's
Okay.
no way.
I think it's
The
like
chances are
4%.
so low.
It's one in. It's like just under 1 in 20. But maybe that's what you need to take. Maybe that's the move in an event like this. Because what if you got it? Also, wow, what a reward! They just opened up with Ipeko. That pure double in 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. You know
Yeah,
what?
that's a much better
That
start.
is such a good start. Although Rain's hand is actually pretty good too. They got the completed 5, 6, 7 shape. They've got quite a few sort of almost good shapes. And hopefully we'll see them turn into very good shapes later, but we'll see. Like 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. We might see some things. Oh, there's not the pair.
It's definitely slower than what's going on across from them, and on their dealership, of course they can't see that, but it's definitely not what you want going on when you were trying to use your first dealership efficiently, try to punch up into first place.
I mean, they can still just go for Tanyao. They could still call if they want to. They could start.
Nice pickup, 7,
Yeah.
7, 8.
I'm wondering if that would be what I'd try and do. If I'm in their position, would I just try and call for Tanya? Would I try and make something more out of this? I think I probably would try and make some more out of this. But as dealer, you want to keep the wins coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be-
Steeler, not a super huge incentive not to take the Tanyao, especially since they're in second.
But
So
what if-
just widening that gap a little bit, keeping the button as long as they can.
Okay, now I start calling. I was about to say, but what if Ricci and Tanyao? But yeah, now I just start calling because Night Dust has made a move and you need to hurry up.
They pass on that 4 pump,
There.
but they
take
take the 3 afterwards.
I mean, I guess that's okay. If they'd taken the 4 and the 3, they would be Tenpai, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh, they could be Tenpai now. Doesn't matter.
They're doing it.
Yeah.
And do you know what the great thing is? How much does the hand look like a flush right now? It doesn't look that much like a flush because the north, 1 east doesn't really scream, I'm going for 1 suit here, but it's still an interesting... People are going to be thinking, hey, what have they got? Have they got Toy Toy? Are they going for triplets here, or is it just a Tanyao? Like, I don't know if I'd be able to make... I don't know if I'd be able to trust myself to make that read, especially in an event like
It's hard
this.
to be sure. But there is a big problem for Rain Moon in that 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 are in Ashuna's hand, and 5, 6, 7 are in Night Dust. They're using those 7s, and they have no compelling reason to ever drop them.
Night Dust choosing to take the worst weight, but keeping the red 5.
Oh no, there's the last one locked in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Night Dust Tenpai.
Oh. That is tough for Rain Moon.
They've got to take the Tenpai, right? Waiting on 6-0, even though 6-0 is a 1-tile wait for them, they have to take the Tenpai, right? Surely. Yeah, there it is. It is only a 1-tile
You gotta
wait,
take what
but-
you get. Especially in first. Like, if they hit it, they move the button, they maintain their first. If they don't, and they have to fold, not the biggest deal.
I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen Tenpai from the tournament here.
Ash, it could be Tenpai. They
Are they
could
gonna
drop
do
the
it?
7.
So they can also
Or
drop
no,
the 8.
They don't.
Yeah.
They lock it in. Okay.
So they choose to wait on 4-7.
Smart.
No,
that
4,
should be
4,
like-
4-7 and 5 pin. Sorry, if they get the 5 pin,
Yeah.
then it's oh well.
It's nothing.
Never
'Cause
mind.
Night Dust is gonna hit that sumo once again, blessed by the wall. Night Dust.
It was a 1 tile
4,000
away,
more points.
but you only need 1. You only need 1. Just win.
40k.
This game feels like it's going so quickly. I like these. It's a very scrappy game. I think we've seen. It's the biggest hit been 8,000. I think. Have we even seen a Mangun yet? I think it's been lots of tiny wins from Night Dust.
People are taking what they can get.
Absolutely.
It makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's good play. Because if you take too long trying to build a really valuable hand, unfortunately, I really want to see that Sawanko. But if you take too long trying to build a really valuable hand, it just won't win in time. So yeah, I respect absolutely everything everyone's doing here. Like a hand's worth nothing if it doesn't win.
Exactly.
Oh, what a draw for Night Dust! What an
Very,
incredible
very
draw.
good. 1 1 2 3 4 8 9 2 3 5 5 south south. That south pickup would be excellent. Then that 5 could be their pair. They could break that 9-8. Maybe Sean. Oh, what a draw!
Wow.
Never mind. That 9-8 gets to live.
Wow.
The question is, do they break the 1s or the souths here? They
I
go for the
would.
1s. It lets them call the south still and have a faster hand if they need to open, or they could just get the thing.
There
in
it
and
is.
Reachy. They take
And
it
then-
to the healer. Now they're
Yeah.
10 on the 1-4 in.
It's a 5 tile wait. 3 1s, 2 4s.
There's 1 over in South's Pond already.
I feel sorry for Rain. Rain has Dora 3 right now, but they are not close enough to Tenpai to cash that in. Night Dust is just going to take that potential, those 3 hand, just sitting in Rain Moon's hand, and just saying no, you don't get to win. It's mine.
Well, that was a pretty good pickup for Rainwood. They're not that far away. They've got 5, 6, 7, 2 reds, 4s. They have the 6, 7.
That's
A great
nice.
pickup, 2, 3, 4.
That's really good. Yeah.
That really helps them. This was a good time to get that.
I guess the main problem for Rain is that Ash has a Dora and is not playing it. But it doesn't matter if the Dora ends up being your pair and you just Reachy. Like that works.
Yeah, if they draw the 3 of characters, they're feeling really good right now.
Yeah, exactly. So Night Dust weight became
Unfortunately for
4
them, the 2 of pins
tiles.
is not the 3 of characters. I checked.
Ooh, 3 tiles
that
left
one's
for
gonna
Night
go
Dust.
down.
There it
This
is.
is
Rondes. 2 hand, but 2 hand as dealer. You don't say 9. You don't
29.
say wrong to 29. Exactly.
Night Dust has just been picking up these fast hands during their dealership, moving the button.
Oh, and this
playing it
one
quick
too.
efficient. Whoa, nice draw.
I love this strategy, just not letting anyone else play. This is good. This is great.
Yeah, if it were me, I would just simply draw good piles.
The other players have been able to watch a really amazing hand, like an amazing
Oh,
game.
gosh.
They haven't been able to play a really amazing game. They've just been watching. Because this is Night Dust's show.
And this is Ishanten already.
Yes, yes it is.
I mean, it might have some bad weights, but honestly, if that could be an intimidation factor, why not? But
Yeah.
then again, they have a good point lead, so they don't want to go sacrificing that.
Yeah, and it's pretty early in the hand. If they do get the Tenpai here, they have time to just wait on it if they would like to try to find a better way.
I think
Well,
Night
that's a
Dust
good
is
draw
likely to
for
dama
it.
this. Yeah.
That's really, really good. It gives them the potential to not end up on a one-sided weight.
Yes. And if you have to reach you on a pair weight, then 9's not a bad choice. It worked out for Night Dust once before.
They're thinking about this. Yeah, they're breaking that up. They want to give themselves the best possible chance to not end up saddled with a one-sided weight.
It's not just that, you know. There are other hands involving maybe like 1 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 8 9 9 9 maybe. There's a hand that exists with a shape like
It's
that.
true. It's possible.
I like to dream, although even just even just a straight
I
from 1
think
to
Night
9.
Dust would like for your dream to come true.
I mean, there's time. There is time. The ones are there. Like outward appearance, it was giving Kokoshi vibes, but that one went down, so it might give off the vibe of a half flush, full flush situation to the rest of the players.
That's fair, yeah.
So
Not a
you gotta be a
single,
little mindful of that.
not a
They
single
do end
pins
up
we
waiting
drop
on that
yet.
9-6 though. That 6 pin, sorry, that 6 of bamboo looks so much more appealing to drop when it looks like they might be doing Ricci full flush for pins. It could be a killer Sean Pone wait if they do so choose to go that direction.
Drawing
Gotta be
pairs,
there.
but not quite the shapes we want, unfortunately. Although that's a big draw. They do have that Dora though. I do wonder how Team Speedwagon are going to do. What do you? Much as I was making jokes about maybe an Itsu or more than that, I think we just take the Tenpai here when we get it.
Absolutely. Night Dust knows how their bread has been buttered this game. They've been getting their points from quick hands, taking the points when they can. Oh, keeping the green though. I think what they're recognizing here is their points leader by a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
And the worst thing that could possibly happen to them is getting roamed super hard off of a Yakuai drop, a Dora drop. Their job now is to not die.
Plus, do you know what the other really good thing about that 8-pin drop is? To everyone else's hand, it's the first Pinzu drop for the entire hand. It looks like either they're a Tenpai or they're a Shanten. If you assume they're going for a flush, and you suddenly see a Pinzu come from the hand of someone who looks like they're going for a Pinzu flush, you're like, huh, is the hand just full of pins tiles now? That's not...
Oh, but that's a big draw over there for Rain Moon. Getting that 1-2-3, they have the 6-7-5-6. They're Ishan 10 for Ricci Pin from Dora. So
Yes.
they have a decision-making point coming up for them if they do get a good draw here.
Oh, unfortunate. One away. I was wondering if they get the 4. That's Dora 2.
Is Ashuna in Tenpai now? I believe so.
Yes.
Yes, waiting on
they're
6-9.
6-9.
Oh,
What are you doing, Night Dust?
the weight is 2-9. It's not ideal, especially considering the hand looks so much like a flush. But Tenpai's Tenpai, and your dealer, so you kind of want to scare people off.
Oh.
Oh, and there's the 9. Oh, and there's the 9.
Come
Yeah.
out!
That's worked out twice for Night Dust today. The 9-pin weight. Maybe that should be Night
Yeah.
Dust's favourite tile.
This is Night Dust's game. 9,600. They are at 50k plus points here on their
And
South
this
One
hand
dealership.
is really good too. I mean, 1379 isn't ideal, but look at the rest of it. It's just so nice.
And they have Yakuhai potential again on their dealership, which they're trying to run out forever.
Yeah, it's all going to depend on when that first white comes out. I think it's going to come out pretty early, but no one's drawn any yet, so what a draw!
3-4.
There's a
They're
chance of
rapidly
Sandshock.
moving
Okay.
away.
I was wondering if we were going to see a
Yeah.
mixed triple sequence around that 3-4, because we had 3-4-3, 3-4 in each suit.
No
but,
way. They're just trying to get this fast hand. Get rid of those one-sided formations. You don't need value right now. You just need to
I mean, that's true.
either get fast hands or get out of your dealership so the game can end.
I mean, that's true. I was just about to say, if you're going to keep a floating tile, I would keep the 3 over the 7, just in case. The 3 probably eventually go anyway, but like, just in case, What did you draw? What did you do for?
You gotta believe sometimes.
Fast development. Ash, I guess, coming from the range that hit, they're forming quickly there.
Yes.
They are.
Onko, a few pairs, and there's another pair.
Again, the dream is alive.
I would love to see a Yakuman hand.
Although the 6s are in use in formations in other people's hands, so the dream
Also-
is less alive than they might have realized.
Ryu might be going Cheatway, but that hand's getting a little more flexible, and that might summon Ryambeko.
Ash draws the white dragon.
It's
Hasn't
got
played
options.
it yet.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh!
One away from 10x4. The massive hand. As you
Like
say,
we were saying before, that
6s.
6 is locked up. The
But
6
how's-
of bamboo is in use in everyone else's hands, so they are functionally going to be
There's 1, 2 of
functionally
pins.
be a single tile weight.
There's 1 2-pins out there. How's the 5 of characters? We see none of them?
None. Yeah, so 1 2-pin and 2 5-mon. Still out there.
The dream is alive.
They really have to hope they draw the 2-pin here.
I want to believe in this dream. You only need 1 tile, as we saw earlier, when Night Dust won on the 1 tile 6 so wait. You only need 1. Oh. That's also...
Interesting.
That's also...
If they end up waiting on...
Oh, no.
That's
No!
actually-
There is
They
no
have
dream.
no way of knowing.
They
They
don't
couldn't
know.
have known.
There's no way of
But-
knowing.
Yeah.
It was a coin flip.
It was a coin flip. Essentially, they have just locked themselves out of ever completing that hand, which is... It's going to be extra tragic if they do get into Tenpai now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ash. I'm sorry. If they draw the 1 2-pin left in the wall, and then they reach you on this, oh... I mean, there's still a chance that they get to Ricci and someone folds. Maybe if they Ricci, Night Dust will fold with the White Dragons. You never know. When you've got 2, okay, not anymore because their Night Dust is Tenpai.
And they're just taking it.
Ooh.
They're dealer. They're
It's-
dealing it.
There's
A
1 tile in
7
the
just
wall.
dropped, which doesn't really mean anything, but it can feel like it means something. And if you're pushing a big hand, sometimes that's enough to get you to drop a tile you otherwise wouldn't.
I don't think Rain Moon's going to be folding this hand. It's too close to Tenpai.
I don't either, but like you said, sometimes you gotta dream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's still one 7-man out there. Night Dust has won on a 1 tile wait before. So we'll see.
Night Dust has in fact been blessed by the wall tonight.
It's true. It's really
Yeah,
true.
This game, he said some prayers, got things done.
Send a text message to the demons that govern the Mahjong wall. Yo, what's up? Give me some tiles.
Yeah, tile
Good
skip.
draw over there.
Tiles, please. Okay, thanks, bye. Send.
Ooh. Yo,
Oh, that's such...
decisions.
I think...
That's a 10.
Wow, they
Oh, no.
didn't take it. Interesting. Honestly, I think from this position, I think he would just take the risk. I don't know.
The problem is they're very, very close to 4th in South 1, and staying in 3rd is bad, but getting blown up here and getting knocked down to 4th, maybe big enough to lose the game, is so much catastrophically worse.
Yeah.
You aren't wrong, but also, you've got to keep in mind that this is technically, like, if we assume it's 1 game, we're only about 3/4 of the way through right now. This is just like kind of one really long match, right? And Team Speedwagon started day 2 in last place, so they need something to happen. Even if it's just a
That's very
second,
true.
they can't keep losing points, otherwise they're just going to be in a bad spot going into the final hand jam.
That's an excellent point. Considering the game state, very, very reasonable to fold there, but considering the meta point state, you might be right. They might need to take some scary swings, try to punch up real hard in situations you otherwise wouldn't want to.
Yes.
It's tournament play.
Tournament play is very different sometimes. Whoa, we see a turn 3 Ricci.
Blazing fast hand. Still
On
talking about the
2-5-8.
last hand. Rain Moon says, no, you're not talking about the last hand anymore. You are talking about my Ricci right now.
I am taking the 1,900 points available right now and my own Ricci stick back. I'm taking it. It's mine.
And that Simon Chan wait, yeah, you totally send that.
Yeah, no, you reach that
Only
every
that
day of
South
the week.
pair was anything else.
I mean, it's not pin through, but it's fine. You've got Dora 2. That makes up for it.
It's great. You don't turn down a hand like this, but
Honestly, I think Night Dust is in danger.
everyone is in danger here.
But I can see them playing the 8-pin, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
they're
That
playing.
8-pin
They're actually playing
drops.
really safe right now.
Oh, Shuna could also drop the 8-pin here if they end up using that 9 as a pair.
Actually, no, I take it back. Night Dust is playing incredibly smart. They've decided, you know what, I've got such a massive lead that they can win this hand. I don't care, as long as they win it from someone who isn't me. So we have Night Dust
exactly.
fully folding, playing everything that's 100% safe. I don't think we're going to see any real danger from Night
Beautiful
Dust
fold.
here.
It's a great time to fold.
It's such a good time to fold. What a nice fold.
Love to see a good fold on a Sunday night.
Because, yeah, when you've got this many points, you can afford to fold. The other players, they can't. Especially not Team Speedwagon. and especially not Team Urasan too, because they want to try and make that comeback, but Night Dust is just like, yeah, right, whatever. And
Night Dust is out here living.
thankfully for them, they didn't call that 3 pin. If they did, they may have played the 2 and dealt in. They're just being smart. They're being smart. They're being safe. They have to pay half the cost anyway because of sumo. But they have to pay the full
Smartest
cost.
thing you can do is draw the tile you need. Rain Moon, getting those 7,900 points, plus 3 Hanba and 2 Riichi sticks. A nice 10,000 point hand to put them in a very, very commanding second.
Yeah, given how good that hand was, I'm surprised it took as long as it did. Also, what is this?
Ooh,
Hey,
Honors boss.
real. What a nice hand. Yeah, this also feels very much like a starter kit for a half flash, right?
Yeah. And you pay the premium amount, you might get the dragon one or the winds extension.
Ah, I see.
Expansion,
I
I
see.
should say.
So with the dragons, it's like the gold membership for the half flash club. I see.
It's really expensive.
Night Dust hand is kind of messed up. 11678, 566, 334. The 3s are Doras.
Yeah, it's so close to Tenpai.
Night Dust with another incredible hand.
I wonder if Night Dust is kind of cool to make this Tanyao. I like the option of it. When you've got Dora 2, like 3 hand is fine. And also, you just want to try and get the game finished.
Yeah, when you're at 48,000 points in South 2,
I think we might see. Yeah, we are. We're going to see the 1-man cut. They're going for a simples hand, which I absolutely 100% agree with.
yeah, it would be fine even at 1,000 points here, but it's not at 1,000 points.
Yes. And yeah, we've got three shiny tiles. Could even be 4 if we're lucky. There's still 1 3 so out there. Who's gonna draw it?
And development across the way, Rain Moon is each on 10 for a nice pin for hand to make that attack for first.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
Meld.
Rain Moon knows what they need to do. They're second place. First place is ahead of them. I'm not just talking about in this match, I'm talking about in the entire tournament. You need to get points over the player above you. So if you can make Night Dust take a second here, not only does it win you the match, but it also helps win you the tournament. In a big way, because that's the player who is ahead of them overall.
Oh.
So I'm really sad about this hand. It's just not had any upgrades for a while.
It's just a little too slow considering what's going on in the hands of others at the moment.
Yeah, in fact, it's that
Pick up an 8.
see Shanta for Night Dust. They choose to keep the pair of the Dora, which, yeah, of course you do.
Makes sense.
And Ash is
So,
doing
yeah.
an interesting move here. Ash is going for the simples hand, but they don't necessarily have a Yaku guaranteed. If they draw the 9 pin, they're going to be for a 10. But I still like this move, because honestly, the hand is not fast enough to try and really fight this. So you want to try and just get to Tenpai any way you can, even if all you do is end up being like a no Yaku for a 10 Tenpai. You want to get some points back. You need them. You really desperately need them at this point.
Yeah, pair 5,800 in South 2.
Yeah.
Just getting to your dealership here is great for them. Buying their dealership with a 1,000-point hand
Oh.
isn't necessarily a terrible feeling.
Again, that Rain Moon development there managed to get 2 Dora, so that's going to be used with their pair, and now they're going to attack with the pin for Tanyao, 2 Dora.
That is
Potential.
gross. Potentially gross. In fact, is that Tenpai? I think that is.
That gives them the option for
Choose
maybe
to Dama. They choose to
actually-
Dama their
no,
pin
that's
through.
right.
Yeah, 1 4-weight.
So many hidden
Target.
hands today.
Target.
Honestly, yeah. No, that in Rain's case, this is absolutely right. Yeah, because you want to take points from Night Dust. It's really at least in Rain's sense, it's a 2-person game right now.
Dealer Tenpai as well.
Ooh. You got
Since I went on 7.
on.
Taking the safer drop, wanting to stay alive here.
We're gonna see a Khan here. We're about to see a Khan. I think we're about to see a Khan. I would Khan this.
Uh,
Oh,
they're
Folds.
I mean, Night Dust
a
doesn't need to take
reasonable
the risk.
choice.
Yeah, because there's none out there for anyone to see, so that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
They're playing to their position. They're in first by a lot. The worst thing that could happen to them by a huge margin is
That's
playing
sumo.
in. There it is. Shunya's decision to go for the quick open Tanya, just try to get to their dealership, try to punch out of fourth, get up into third place.
It's as you
and,
say,
prevent
playing to
the
your
catastrophe.
position. Because if Ashuna
Nice.
can get like another 2,000 points, that's actually 22,000 points. Because that just the
Well-
rank bonus is such a big deal. Also, yes, what is going on in Ashuna's hand?
Ash, did you want to get out of the last? Because this is your starter
Yeah.
kit.
This is the way to do it.
Is the Night Dust show over? Isn't it? Is it now Ash time? Are we about to see Ash?
And, seeing that green drop there probably doesn't feel super great because you know you want to draw the other green dragon before you see one fall, but their hand formation still looking pretty scary.
I'm really sad that 3 concealed triplets is going to be very hard to achieve. In a world where Ash managed to draw another 2-pin or another 9, so for 2 extra Han, that would have been so good, but the nines are all impaled, and the 2 pins, there's only one of left, so 3 concealed triplets probably is, well, it can't happen. In fact, that's actually going to be...
Oh, it's there.
Draw the one though.
Is it Cheetoy time?
It
I
might be
think
Cheetoy
it's-
time if they do get the green or the 8.
I think it's...
There's a world.
I think
where they
I would
draw-
try and force this to be Cheetoy, and the only reason for that is because you want to use that Dora, right? And I can't think of
Yeah.
any other way to use that Dora other than trying to pair it up, because you're not going to triple it up. Probably not, right?
I think you're right. I think that is the correct call. However, there's a world where they draw a 1 or they draw a 9. Okay, they're going for the toy, but or maybe they're going for a half flush toy using the green.
Oh, that's possible. That's definitely possible.
They might be going for all the points.
I think it all depends on when or if we see the next Green Dragons. If Ash draws a pair of them, we're definitely going to see a half flush here.
We know that they can, but I assume if they were to have drawn the 9 of bamboo, oh, there it is. Yeah, they pwn it. They would just go for the toy because they are dealer. They do have a Dora. Toy Dora is good enough, especially when you're just trying to maintain your dealership.
You've got to make the most of what you've got, and this is what we've got, and it's good. If you're daydreaming, it could have been better, but this is the real world, and this is what we have, and it's decent.
Night Dust is now 10 by waiting on 7-pin. So hopefully close out this game.
7-pin is... There are 2 of them out there. Whereas,
There
yes,
is.
I think it's 2 versus 2, but the 1 is way more likely to come out than the 7, so...
There's kind of an interesting scenario too, where Night Dust draws an 8 and decides to make their weight better.
Oh, they can change their weight to 5-6 now.
Oh,
Yeah,
50-50. Or actually,
No.
no. I guess not. There was another choice. Oh, there's the wrong.
There's the Roan.
Ash takes that toy with a Dora. 3 Hannah's dealer, 7-7. It's very, very good.
Up one
Gets
position.
them... Yes, about to say, gets them up on position. 20,000 points just from the rank bonus alone.
Look at this hand.
Also, yeah,
Great start.
it's Ash time. We're here. I wonder where the Doras are. I don't see any of them right now. Talking about those 6 mons, because Ashuna can draw. Ashuna can easily use them if we see one drawn.
There's one over there in North Sand.
Oh. Oh wait, no, that's not happening.
Now we're cooking.
Rain's
Unfortunately,
got a
Rain Moon
pair.
does have a pair of those.
You
We're
always
cooking, but not
want to
with
see it.
gas.
You always want to see it, but then you notice that actually no, the dream's not alive. Well, this could be a half flush though. Like I see a world where maybe we draw the 4-so and we might consider. We don't. There's no world where we cut 3-4-5. I take it back. I'm wrong.
They could just draw the other green though and have small dragons. That's still a possibility. Big dragons not gonna
Yes.
happen.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, no, big dragons actually. Well, not with the pair of ones, but there is also a world where, for whatever reason, Rain Moon just draws a lot of simple tiles. Decides, I think Tanyao is faster than waiting on the greens, and assuming Ashuna in this fairy tale scenario had already drawn the second green dragon, then they're able to call one. Like, probably not happening. It's a world that could exist, though.
There's a world. I think it's more likely that Rain just is going to misclick than choosing to play the green. I think the green's coming out now.
And Night Dust is now Tenpai. Dama on a pin fu with the Dora, 4-7 weight on the pin too.
You know what? Yeah.
Fortunately, over there in North
One
Sand,
shot. Yeah.
They're
It
not
is
the
one
only one
shot
who's
at the
10 by.
moment.
Oh,
They choose to take. Wow, that's interesting. They choose to take the weight that includes the dragon, rather than the 6-9 weight. They want to get that extra one hand. I don't know if I would do that. I think I'd be. See, there's that 6. Ah, could have got the quick win. It would have been cheaper. But you could have got that quick win. But yeah, was that something you would do? Would you? Wow, okay. I was about to say, would you choose
It's a
the
tough
8
call.
white over 6-9? It worked out, so I guess I have nothing bad to say about it. It works, and it's against second place too. Just inch that a little bit closer. If you can keep working it up, each new hand's worth 300 more points. If you can just keep doing it, especially if you take points from Rain Moon, that's another 20 points for your team. That's huge.
picks up that 4. Now we have a 4-5. 4-5, 1-2, 7-7, 2-3 reds. Not a high value hand in any world, but that red has a very good chance of dropping from Rain Moon's hands. We're probably going to see them. I wouldn't be surprised if, especially with that 7 pickup, they snap call the red.
Yeah, this
They,
is a
try to go for. Yep.
this is an everybody opens hand. Like we have a pair of dragons from Ash, we have a pair of dragons from 2 other players. Everyone is going to be calling everything all the time.
This is a tough call though because they lose their pair.
Yeah, it's their only pair. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I wouldn't call an Ash's hand.
Anything except exactly that. Wow, North's hand is shaping up. Though.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
Ishan 10 for
Chitoy.
Chitoy Dora.
Oh, and East would be an amazing weight for that Chitoy. They choose not to take. Okay, interesting. Maybe they don't believe in Chitoy. Maybe they're thinking about pawning.
Well, they do have a 6-6-7-7 and an 8-9, so this gives them a wider possible hand structure in case for whatever reason they decide, nah, Chitoy's dumb, I want to do this other thing instead.
What about Ipeko? What about a pure double sequence? I like that dream.
Yeah, and they still do have Chitoy on deck. This is kind of exactly that scenario, right?
Yeah.
Whereby pitching the East and keeping their formations open, they're able to kind of, hedge their bets a little, have a better chance of drawing anything that lets them reachy, and take those Hanba, maybe hit an Uradora. They need to complete a hand now. It's South 3 and they're at 1900.
Yes.
Like, if they do get this Chitoy in the next couple hands, I would be stunned if they didn't reach it.
Yeah, I mean, you of course you would. I don't think there's any world where I do not take that. I'm wondering what Ash is doing because they have that awkward 4-5-7 shape. It's going, at least from Ash's perspective, that both the 4 and the 7 are going to look very dangerous very soon. Okay, the 7 is gone. I was wondering how long it would take.
They cut it instantly as soon as they could. And Rain Moon's in 10 by now. Single side on the 3? Single side
There's a very good chance Ash Yuna might headbump Rain Moon right now.
And
But we have that
Wait
Chitoy on the Dora. And yeah.
And it's unfortunate because with that 8 drop, it kind of, if the other players are really looking for it, it might signal they had that 7-8 formation. But
no.
Unfortunately, worst possible draw, and that's going to just end the game right here, right?
No, the game will not end if the player goes underneath 0 points.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Not in this format. So they still have a chance. They have one hand to try and make something happen. Looking at their hand, it's not ideal, but they have a chance. There's a world where maybe they can get a position back from this.
Unfortunately, I emotionally flashed back to rank for a second there.
I would like to believe. How many points do they need,
So
actually?
Yeah, they're
What
9.9
is-
away right now.
What is the gap? So 20.9 thousand points. Okay, so they basically need to hit direct hit for a Hanuman. But they can get out of last place.
Oh, Fresh. Yeah.
Night Dust Sand here, though, is looking pretty good. White's 4-4, 5-6, 3-4, 6-7. They could easily just call a White Dragon and then just start picking up any tile they get, just trying to move the button away from this is South 4, so that would end the game. So
Yes.
Night Dust, that was an incredible pickup, too. Now they have the 3-4. Night Dust is a very good position.
If I were Night
to,
Dust, I would
get a quick hand.
100% be calling everything. Like, worst case, you played the White Dragons and you've got Tanyao. That's fine. Like, just call everything. Go. Go fast.
Is anyone else even as close? Not necessarily, although West kind of is in that position again. 3 5s, pair of East, pair of Wests. Pretty far away from something insane, but the structure does exist for them to get that bonkers hand that maybe might be their ticket.
They see what they have to do, and they're
event.
trying their best to get it done. You gotta respect it. But I don't know if the tile's going to be kind enough to let that happen this match anyway.
And everyone else's hands are just too close to something achievable for them to have enough time in most scenarios, I think.
Exactly. It might just be a situation where they just try and get our hand. I know it's probably not be enough to really affect the scores too much, but every 1,000 points they get is still 1 point on the leaderboard, so maybe you just go for a slightly less bad loss, maybe, I don't know. Waiting on 2-4. Sorry, 1-4.
And Raymond picked up the 1. Luckily it has space in the hand there.
It's a 2-tile wait, so we can still see a draw from Ashuna here. One of the tiles is the 4, so we might even get the Ipeiko side, the pure double sequence, for that extra hand. But their hand is really nice.
Night Dust also just hit 10 pi. Dama 10, trying to win the game on that 2-5 drop.
They can't run, but they definitely can also, obviously, if they draw the tile they need. But I don't think you want to reach into that. I think just play safe.
And no need to. You're in first, you're at 50k. If you get that sumo and end the game, that's great. If someone else plays in to Ashuna, that's equally great.
If Ash sumos themselves, the player in second place is going to take more of a hit than you are, so you're still first. The only way Ashuna gets first place, I think, is if they manage to sumo a Yakuman, which I'm not saying it's impossible. It's impossible from our perspective, but from Night Dust's perspective, it's not impossible, I suppose. But it's not that likely. So I think Night Dust just knows. They know as long as they don't deal in, they're probably going to get first place.
Yeah, they're just staying alive. Night Dust's play has been so clean this entire game. They've made several folds where they had situations where they're either Ishan 10 or in 10 pi and could have made a better weight and just didn't. Chose a worse weight in order to keep a safer path. And by doing that, they got this huge lead from that one bonkers dealership, and then they've just been playing to their position, making the safe draws, not making the greedy plays, taking the 10s they got, but not improving them, just making sure they absolutely were not the one to play in.
Exactly, yeah. It is so much easier to fold when you are in the lead. Because you're like, I don't need to push this, I don't have any pressure. And Night Dust hasn't felt the urge to go and try and win every single hand. It's actually just really good. Really solid play. Rain, unfortunately, dealing in. I don't think it's big enough. I don't think it is it?
No, it is going to be 7,700.
If they got the mixed triple, it would only the pure double, it would only be one extra hand, so 300 points. They needed Ura to try and take second place, but still, that's 7.7 more points for their team. And that could be it, you know, that could be everything. So I'm going to quickly just type those scores in. Hopefully things aren't super broken. I don't know how things managed to somehow break themselves, but I'm going to type some scores in.
What a good game. Night Dust, there were definitely times where the wall tempted them to either improve their weight or go for more value, and they just said no. I know what my position is. I know how many points I have. I know what my team needs. My team needs the 50k points that I already have, and they need me not to play in and lose this first that I have locked in. And just through that solid play, through defensive decision making, they kept the lead the whole game. Plus 68, beautiful stuff. Rain Moon with that solid second place at 30,000 points. And Ash with that final hit, bringing up their score to 25k. Unfortunately, that's a Speedwagon losing those points there, right? I believe.
Yes, that's unfortunately poor Team Speedwagon losing a lot of points. So let's have a quick look at how the scores look right now, with that game in effect. I really hope everything works. Here we are. Okay. Let's go there, open machine. Give me a moment.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ryomon, they just had a rough game here.
So yeah, that actually puts Team Last Minute Team. Wait, no, they're just even bigger. They're even further in the lead right now with 127.7 points. Lowly Barber scored points, obviously second place, but that gap is going to be hard to overcome. Obviously, there is a second table going on, and we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they take first place in the second table, and Last Minute Team takes a fourth. But that is wild. Anyways, we have, I guess, one more what would you discard problem to do, and it's about folding. I figured I'd play to your strengths. Teach me your ways.
Folding. I'm a man who loves to fold.
Same, honestly. Mahjong is a game about being scared. At least that's that's how I see it, anyways. It's a game about being scared and hopefully making good choices. So let's look at this example here.
What would you do?
What would you do? You've seen a situation where a player has reachieved, and you have two calls from your player opposite. So it has Night Dust, in fact. Night Dust has made two calls, been very aggressive. The player to your right has reachieved. The player to your left has made one call, so they might be tempo 2. How do you fold this?
How do you fold this? Well, it's kind of tough in a lot of ways. What are the hard save tiles here? That's the first thing you look at, right?
I don't think there are any in this case.
There really aren't. There's a couple ways to fold here, but one thing I would look at is across from you, there's a ton of character tiles in the discard with an 8 that just dropped. There is an 8 that has dropped on the Ricci as well. There's a 5 on south side, and you have 5, 5, 6 in your hand. I think if it were me, I might start out with the non-red 5 because it's a little safe against most of the players and hard safe against one of them. And if it does pass, you do have that other 5 to drop next go around, which gives you maybe a path to find a truly safe tile.
I really like
on
that.
In those two.
Yeah, I really like that. Honestly, like if we look at what actually happened, the 5 was safe. Another good option I think would have been the 3-so as well. Like if you were looking at Night Dust, it looks like they're possibly going for a flush with the 2
I was thinking
oracles.
that as well, but the problem with that is that it's really safe against a couple players. But Night Dust actually could still blow you up. There's like not a lot to imply it's super safe against Night Dust, and it's similar in safety, but the 5 just kind of edges it out barely. And in a situation like this, you got to take your best possible. We are running out of time though, so what did happen?
Unfortunately, Akanashi played the Terminal, thinking that the Terminal was just the best choice available, and dealt into a Sanshoku. It wasn't ideal, but yeah, it's a really tough situation. I don't envy them at all.
Speaking of ideal, we gotta
also,
get
what is this game? What is this game? Hello. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Let's
too
go.
much shininess.
That is so much shininess.
But I
5
think this is
shining
Rio's
tiles.
hand, so if they're gonna make up points, they do it with this one.
I'm putting on a pair of sunglasses or I'm gonna get blinded.
It's oh wow, oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Here it is.
Hello.
And ooh, that
What-
upgrade.
What a way to make a
Ishan 10.
statement. Can anyone do anything about this?
I mean-
Night Dust is
Yeah.
making a flush, maybe, but
Rio's gonna make a statement. They're gonna call the reach, and they're just gonna have to fight it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
get.
Rio gets that 7 pin. Oh, they did it! Blessed. Last game was so rough for them, so you know they're happy
And that-
to see
that's
the
That's a
two-sided
two-sided
weight
weight
there.
on the 2 and the 3 exactly. Oh, that is such a good weight for this early. I guess the one bad thing is that the weights are very close to where the Dora is, so maybe people are going to be a little bit suspect this early on to not play any tiles near the Dora.
Yeah, and the 3 The threes are pretty tied up.
But yeah, again, this is a situation where it's really hard to try and find the safe tile. Although now they've played the 5. If people believe in Suji, they might try the 2. Oh, that would be tragic.
I mean, there is a world, and it... Oh, they do drop the 6. I was about to say, there's a world where they either drop bamboos or maybe even the 6, and end up Suji trapping the 3. This, just ideal draw after ideal draw for Rio.
I think the one saving grace for Rain and Ash right now is that Ash has a pair.
What's happening? They just keep drawing bamboos. They're making bamboos look safer and safer. Suji trapping one of the tiles they need that exists in other players' hands.
This is just too beautiful.
It is. But yeah, I think Rain's going to use the... Well, hopefully Rain's going to be keeping the option
Another
of using that
bamboo!
too.
And another reminder
Oh,
that,
there's
hey,
the
the 3
three!
looks safe, and there it is, it lands! Exactly what they needed. Draw after draw after draw. Rio hitting this monster hand immediately. 18,000 point Hanamon. Starting out the game as good as you could ever hope for with 43,000 points. And as for Ash, they probably have some thoughts about this as well.
Yeah.
To put it generously.
Hold up, Night Dust. That hand and those options.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7. It's only 7.
Okay.
It's not happening.
Like
Okay.
a quick.
Could
I
be...
saw the emote and I got dragged over to this hand. I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Night Dust is open with that emote literally every hand. Oh my gosh. Rio once again. 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5.
It's like the claws are coming out.
There he
I mean,
shot
it's
that
allowed-
once again.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
Flexible.
I think you break
What a
8-9
draw.
now.
9-8 cut.
I get
Yeah.
the penchant go. Yeah, the penchant has to go now.
Yeah.
The claws are coming out. These hands.
Ash is getting good draws too.
Yes.
I think they're a little bit too... Oh, no.
Well, feels bad.
No. Shh. We didn't know about that life. No.
No,
Look it around.
it's fine. It's fine. We don't... No results oriented thinking. Just need to worry about, like, this was the right move at the time, and then we'll continue to make the right moves, and everything will be fine.
And I expect the 8 cut first. Like, it's a slight optimization towards safety.
Do you
Like, the
call
9
this-
is a safer drop any day of the week. Oh, great draw.
Do you
Yeah.
call the 5? Actually, no, I don't think you call the 5. I'll take it back.
It's
There's
not
too much. There's too much potential hidden right now.
Wow. Speaking
there
of,
it is.
There we go. And I think is that going to be like a 3 or 4 set away
Do you-
if they pitch the 5?
Yeah, you pitch 5, and if you even have a chance
Yeah,
of
they
being
get
in
a 3,
the...
4, 5, 5 pair.
So it's waiting on what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, is it?
I
This is
believe
insane.
so.
This
And
hand
on
is
the 3,
so
we get a
good.
mixed
Yeah,
triple
5,
sequence
3, 4,
too.
5, 6, 7. Yes.
Sanzo,
We
Kane.
get some Shoku too.
We need the Sanzo.
Yeah.
Some
Shoku,
Shoku,
man.
Ura, Tanya, Ricci.
Has-
Maybe some Ura too if we're believing.
Wow, I mean, it's actually where are they? Where are they? There's 2, 3 so's we don't know the location of. How about 5 so? There's 2 5 so's we don't know the location of either. They could be the Urador. We don't know.
And these tiles they need exist. Night Dust is going to fold. Like, Night Dust opened with a fold hand, so I would be really surprised if they tried to push this.
The real question is, has Ash learned their lesson about Sanzo? About the 3 of bamboo?
Yeah,
They
if
dealt in on
go
it and he's-
the bamboo
Oh.
tree again.
There's a 5, but that's going to slot into the 4.
Yeah.
We
Night
talk about
Dust
favorite
it.
tiles, but let's talk about least favorite tiles. We might see one generated in real
Oh,
time
yeah.
here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Good
okay.
sidestep by Ash.
Ash is in so much danger right now. And the problem is, especially if you're in the game, it's going to be hard not to be sort of slightly off kilter, right? After dealing into a massive hand in East 1, you're going to be trying to think, oh, I need to get those points back. I need to do something now. And maybe that might be where mistakes start creeping in. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
I want it to be close. I want Ash to make a comeback.
But if they play in here, that's
It's gonna
gonna
be bad.
Real tough. And
Yeah, Ash is being safe. Ash is doing
Yeah.
the right thing. Good job, honestly.
it's too late in the hand to push here. 14 tiles left in the wall.
That's
Dealer
the-
Ricci, if you play into them, you might as well just be out of this game.
So there's 1 3 left. There are no 4s left.
Oh my gosh.
5. There are
Dodge
no
game on
5 left.
point. This is crazy.
There's 1 3
The
1
fact that-
6 and 3 7s.
Yeah.
So it's
Rio
still
has
5
this
tiles.
multi-story weight. Oh wow! And last
Smart
tile.
folds. Smart folds all around.
And they're seeing that hand and they're thinking, "Whoa!"
It is a
They
tragedy
thought-
that didn't win. It is a tragedy.
Yeah. But that sent a message.
I mean, absolutely, yes. I think if the first hand didn't, this one definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they say there are two types of players. They're the players who play by math only, and they're the players who play with their heart, who play with flow.
Just play by feeling, yeah?
Math players are whatever, but the players who believe in the spirituality of Mahjong are shaking in their boots right now. They see those last two hands happening, they're scared.
I think the best way to play is a little bit of both, you know? Like,
Yeah,
believe
pick
in...
right for each season.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna play sort of and believe in the mystic side of Mahjong, you have to back up a little bit of stats.
So cult, digital, and then the analog.
Yes.
Which I'm more of that, where it's kind of like half and half.
Yeah, because it's fun. It's fun to play analog sometimes, but digital is probably the smarter way to play.
Digital, pretty smart. Analog, it can a cult can be good for the soul is the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta live a little. Mahjong is a fun game. It's fun to hit those big hands, and if you never let yourself do that, you're really robbing yourself of a quintessential part of the experience.
Sometimes you just have to spin the wheel, and wow, Rain's just getting those draws.
Rain's
They
hand
do have that
pretty
Dora
good.
that they can't quite use, because the 2's probably going to end up being their pair. But other than that, it's just look it up.
Yeah, they're Ishan 10, so if we see and the thing is, if they drop that Dora, they're suddenly in Tanyao, so they don't really lose.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a
They
good
don't lose
point.
value from that cut. They don't. It would be better to obviously have, like, Pinfu and the Dora or whatever, but it doesn't feel terrible to Ricci on that one right now.
Dora 1 or Tanyao is the same value. Yeah, I hadn't considered that. Oh, but now they can Ricci. Waiting on 1-4. So it might not necessarily be Tanyao if they win on the 1-so. But if they're gonna draw it, there are no 1-sos left to draw. It's just 4s.
And either way, there are 2 Ricci 6 and 2 Hanba, so they're eating good tonight if they hit this hand one way or another.
Oh, there's one of them, but it's too easy to use. We could see a world where we see the Sanzo get drawn.
Yeah.
Maybe the one will come out after that.
Drop that one.
Unless they sense danger. Who knows? We'll see. They're folding.
It just sent out a safe tile, but they could dance around with that Epico.
Oh, there's another winning tile.
Uh-oh.
But they can use it. If they draw the 3, they can use it. Get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're actually 1 away from Tenpai themselves.
Is that and the drop, if they do get the right draw here, would be the 8-pin,
Yes,
which looks pretty safe.
exactly.
Because Raymond has dropped that 5.
They're also Tenpai if they draw 7, and they can drop the 9, and that's arguably even more safe than the 8 at this point. Well,
Ash is in 10-2 on that 2-6 Tanya weight, but
they had a chance of making it 4-7, but they chose not to take it. I guess 6 is sus, whereas 5 is safe. 5 is safe.
yeah, safety. There's a Ricci player across from them. Safety is the name of the game.
Absolutely. You're in last
Especially at
place.
6,500 points
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
East 1.
Yeah.
I'm all for taking risks, but taking risks, if you had more than one hand,
Oh, there goes the one.
didn't get
That's it.
Tanyao, but they did get their win. No error, sadly, but
But 2 Ricci 6, 2 Hanba.
that puts Rain in second place overall. That's a good chunk of points right there.
Yeah, 2 Han hand, size of the 3 Han hand. You're moderately excited to see it.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I wonder if the teams are. I wonder chat. I wonder if you guys are tracking the scores. Because if you guys have a live score, you might know better. Who's how close they really are. Because I don't know what's happening on the other table. So maybe this is actually a really close game, and just one position, one tiny hand might be enough to win it overall. I'm really curious. But anyways,
That's,
let's worry about that.
That's part
Let's worry
of the
about
appeal,
this.
but it's part of the stress of a team tournament. You're never sure how your teammates are doing on the other tables.
Yeah, if I remember my team, I'd be like, guys, tell me how are you doing? Give me your score right now. I need to do some maths in the background. I need to work out how many points I'm ahead or behind. But yeah.
Some interesting formations over on Night Dust's side. Rain Moon has opened up and is pretty close with that Yakuhai Dora.
Yeah, I like Ash's hand, but I think it's just with Night Dust holding 2 of the 3 pins, it's just not going to be fast enough.
Yeah, Rain Moon's Ishan 10. Ash's hand. Okay, they're gonna speed up here. Gonna cut the 1, push into Tanyao, go on the move. I respect it. They see Rain Moon is open across from them with 2 calls, which means there is already an established time limit on their hand.
Yeah. The only
They're
problem
dealer,
is...
they are in last, and they need this dealership to continue.
There's actually even a chance for maybe even a mixed triple sequence here. I know it's a long shot. It is literally one of the longest shots in history. But you have the 4, you have the 2-4, you have the 2-3-4. Maybe you could try and get very, very, very lucky. But yeah, looking at Ash, seeing that 3-pin get played, thinking, oh no, I needed that.
Yeah, like, this is a shot so long that I can drink it from the bar down the street staying in my living room. That's how long this shot is. But it's
honestly,
always strictly possible.
From this position, you have to
death
believe.
tile.
Yeah, once you do that,
it does slot it.
It slots in, but it does put the risk of being in for a 10 if they draw the 9. What are the odds of that? I think the odds of that are pretty low actually, because we see 2 9s already. But
even if it does for a 10, they can't drop it. Rain Moon is open with 3 calls. They're so close. You can't play it when you're at 6,500. But there's a Reachy now from Night Dust. Yeah, that 8 never drops. You go into Furry 10 and you
do
like
you call
it
the
at
9?
this point.
I was about to say, do you
If
call
anything,
the 9?
there might have been a world where, if they do want to try to... Oh, there's no world where anything I said matters because Rain Moon will pick up that red 5.
It happened to Night Dust. It happened to Night Dust earlier, where someone recheated and then dealt into them. So Night Dust just paying it back, you know? Being kind, being friendly to their teammates. But being friendly to their opponents, sorry.
Take it away.
Sometimes you reach in, sometimes the tile you draw immediately afterwards deals in, and you're just sad. But this hand, is great. Speaking of a mixed triple, I believe in 3-4-5 right now. I think that's more likely to happen in this hand than it was in the last one. It's still
definitely not impossible. It's a little awkward though, because that 5 over in pins is part of their 5-6-7. They have 2-3-3-5-6, so then they would be breaking up that 5-6.
They're going to need some really good draws now and not later. Yeah, because that 3-pin is going to be one of the first things that gets cut unless we draw something around it very quickly. You are absolutely 100% right. But what if we draw the 4-pin? What if it comes right now?
Okay.
It's also the door as well, so you want to try and use the door if you can.
Rain Moon folding from day 1. A hand drawn, born to fold, destined to fold. Real across here.
Yeah.
Doing some spooky things, especially with that draw. That's a very, very good draw. 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. They have a fairly weak 4, 6, but are they Ishan 10 anyway?
I think they're trying to write out for that Senshoku.
Great draw. They have the 4, 6, 6 now. Yeah, they cut that 4 so that they could use that 5 pair.
Yeah. They're really flexible right there.
I wonder if Rain Moon's trying to make a half flush here. I'm trying to rationalize why we've seen so many discards, but none from the Manzu suit. It's so far away from a flush, but that must be what they're going for. Especially now they're calling to make it happen. It's a dream.
It's a dream. I guess that's a hand that folds almost every day of the week.
I guess the one good thing about it is you're absolutely right. If you keep all these honor tiles that aren't doing anything, you can just fold with them later on. So it's not the end of the world to do it, to sort of play that game.
It feels like they were giving themselves a chance to maybe get something, but I wouldn't be surprised if now is the point where they start to say, you know what, I'm not getting there. Ooh, interesting draw, but
that means they might be able to get
going for they might be playing super far ahead here. They might actually be considering exhaustive. Yeah, that's a very real possibility. That right now they've decided I'm never winning this hand, so I make this call now, and maybe I get into exhaustive draw instead of folding.
I think that's probably the right thing to do given what's happened so far. Either that or just make sure you don't deal in. At this point, you've got a lead. Even if it's only a second place lead, you don't want to lose it.
Absolutely.
Knight Dust has a really interesting situation. I don't think you can keep that 8. I think you just got to play it. And hope you draw 2 or 4 in the pins there because... Okay.
They're looking at Shanpone 3-8 or 2-5 weight over on the right.
Actually, I suppose keeping the 8
Tanya.
does let you make Tanya. Yeah, it lets you call to try and make the hand go faster. It's slightly slower,
Where that call helps.
but one call, yeah, no, the 5 doesn't help. You call the 8, you
they
call
need
the
to
3.
roll the 3 or the 8 or cheat the 2 or the 5. Get into Tanya on their dealership. Have a good time. Across from them, same decision has just been made. Okay, hand's about to end. I'm going to enter Tanya. I'll be in 10 pie. Maybe I hit this open Tanya with 3 Dora.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't, but at least I'm going to be in 10.
With 3 Dora, calling to make your hand go faster is absolutely the right move. 100%. Yeah, you've got Dora 3. This hand is basically a mangun right now. You want to take that. But I just don't see the 5 coming out from any of the players. I don't think Ash is going to play it. I don't think Night Dust is going to play it. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Okay. For a second I thought I was wrong. But yeah, Ash and Yuna doing the cool thing, calling, getting to 10 pie themselves, just so they don't have to pay the no 10 penalty.
Yeah, Yakula's 10.
Alright,
That's
then.
value.
Is that a
That
big
could be a
upgrade from
summon.
Night?
Actually, that's... Oh, that could have been... No, it's not.
It wasn't 10 pie, but I was wondering if there was no real way of getting it in. But yes, we see a deal in, but they don't have a Yaku. It's a no Yaku 10 pie. So we didn't see a run.
The exhaustive draw here. Is Rainmoon the only one paying?
Night Death also is paying, unfortunately. Because they didn't triple up either of their pairs. But yeah, so 1,000 points to 2 players. That's basically a reachy stick. That, adds up, right?
Yeah, and Night Dust does lose their dealership for it, which is a valuable thing when you're in first or second. You don't want them to punch back up.
Yeah, exactly. I do wonder how Night Dust taking a 3rd here is going to affect the overall scores. Their team is so far in the lead that
They won the last game too, so even if they do take a 3rd here, they've done their job.
I think honestly
in their
their team's still probably going to win, but we'll see.
They just kind of need to not explode catastrophically here, and so even though they are behind on points in this game, playing to their overall team's position, that fold there on their dealership is not a bad play.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think you want to take a 4th here, but a 3rd's probably still going to be good enough, so yeah. If you're Rainmoon, do you try and go for an outside hand here?
The potential's here.
They're working around it.
chance
They're
to
playing the
breathe.
5s out. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I'd give it some time to breathe. There you
hello.
go. Just let it breathe. Let it breathe. Sanjoku.
Actually, yeah, you're right. The mixture sequence from 789 and potentially a half outside hand.
Yeah.
Or if they
So
pair
yeah,
it
minimum
one of the
Chanta.
ones- If they pair it one of the ones, they might even get a fully outside. So they might be able to get a fully outside hand and play the souths out. But we'll see.
They have unfortunately
Yeah.
dropped that 9 already, which is a big.
Oh, that's
pretty good
true.
bait.
But then
They did.
maybe Night Dust will play a 9, thinking it's safe.
Yeah. They didn't need it then. They need it now. It's not something they're gonna go reach on. I
Well, that
forget it.
changes
It'd be worth
things.
extra.
That
It would
changes
be worth
things.
extra bonus points.
Do you cut 1-2? Now you've got a red 5.
Maybe cut the 7-8 because you're already 30-10 for one side of it, and just take that 1-3-5. Look for a closed reachy or something. Maybe not, but that is a possible route.
Okay, they're cutting the 8 pair.
Interesting.
Okay.
Actually, that's a good move because if you ignore the 1 pin 357, you're locking in the Dora there.
Very true.
That's true. Also, we've seen 2 of the 9s already, so 3 of the 9s already, so the Sancho, the mixture sequence, isn't very likely to come out.
Alright, and now we're folding.
Yeah.
Playing to their position, second place by a lot in East 4.
Yeah, who knows
Gotta
how their
not
teammates
pull
do.
up.
If their teammates got 2 firsts, they could be in the lead right now. So this is absolutely the right move. I like it. I'm a big fan.
How big can Ash's hand potentially get here?
Reach
So
and
they
see
have
Dora,
the straight.
So
they have
4.
a Dora. Yeah, 4. With
And
Sumo
Sumo.
5.
Violence remover
Potentially
Dora
Ura
exists.
2. So I guess at max it's 12,000 plus the reach stick and Honba.
If they hit north, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Night Dust does have that tile in their hand.
Yeah.
Night Dust, as we've seen though, is a pretty conservative player. They're very, very willing to fold.
Exactly, yes. But I wonder how long they'll be willing to fold for. If Ash gets another win, maybe Night Dust will suddenly have to start thinking, oh no, now I've got to play. We'll see. Actually, Night Dust is very quickly approaching Tenpai. No, okay, they're playing safe. Okay, fine. I take it back. I was wondering if we were going to see a sudden last-minute push to Tenpai, but no, not
That would be such a departure from what their style has been this whole time.
But it depends on your rank, right?
Yeah. They don't want to risk getting overtaken and take the biggest loss after getting the biggest game.
Yeah, I think this is just going to move on to South 1, with Ash getting a couple extra points. Not too many, but a couple.
Yeah, there's that one coming down.
All the 8s are now accounted for. You hate to see it. There's no chance of them swimming anymore.
Raymond could sidestep into a Chitoi Dama.
Also, Chitoi Dama on the door. Yes, you're right. The white drag will never come because it's being held, but they could get to Tenpai. We have one draw left to try.
Let's go. We're not going. We're staying.
We're staying.
Ah.
But still, staying safe. Losing 500 points.
脳天だわ
It's really not that bad. It's fine. 1,500 for Hashina. It's not much, but it's honest. And wow,
Number greater than 0, just like 3
Hello.
is a number greater than 0. I don't know why I'm thinking of 3 right now. Could be for any reason.
it could be any reason at all. I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry.
I understand. We'll figure it out someday, maybe.
Maybe.
It's not a bad hand formation-wise either. 5-7, 3-4, 4-6, 8-9. Not the best, but there's one part of it that is in fact the best. So they're gonna hope that this hits.
Well, they have their pair now as well. So yeah, that's incredible. The sad thing is you can't call to make it happen. There's no way unless you somehow pair up the green dragon and triple that up. There's one left, so you could theoretically draw it, but there's no way you
they're
can call
probably
it.
doing something similar, cutting that 8. That the best possible scenario for them is to get that Yaku height.
Oh, what a draw!
Oh, that's a really good draw. Really, really good draw.
Is Toy an option here? Maybe going for triplets? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just time.
Ash has like a fairly standard proto Pinfu, but it's pretty far away.
We see a 7
Night
pairs of
Dust,
Shanten.
Night Dust is a good hand. Not a lot of door, but the formations are strong, and unfortunately Rio is a lot of pairs.
I mean, they are one away from 7 pairs, but also they have the sort of awkward situation of one of their pairs being the Dora, and all the Doras are being held. So they're going to reach on the Dora. You're not gonna just choose to reach on something that's not the Dora. So
They might end up in the nightmare scenario of single-sided waiting on a Dora.
and there are no Doras to draw.
Yeah.
You hate to see it, but we'll hopefully it won't be too bad. The white dragon's been cut twice, which is maybe that's what their final waste going to be if they're angling to try and get that. Because
Look at that 7 draw.
or we could see triplets, maybe.
Yishan 10 from Rain Moon with a monstrous 4 Dora hiding in that hand.
Yeah.
The greens aren't out there yet. That's the funny part.
I think we're going to see the green get cut. Yeah, there it is. I don't see. Wait, it wasn't called. I'm surprised.
No, they're still thinking about that Cheetoy.
I would have tried to make the switch to triplets, to going for the toy, but okay.
No? Okay, committed there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out, but I understand. I respect it.
Yeah, they didn't know. They don't know.
They don't know. There's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing.
What if they're the world's strongest clairvoyant, and it just pops into their head to wait on one of those 5s instead of the 1? What if they're just psychic?
That would be very good to see. But yeah, as it
That's
stands,
not the sentence you want to say when considering finishing a hand. Like,
what if they were
that's
psychic?
kind of where we're at. What if they're psychic?
Do you-
Night Dust Hand's still pretty good, by the way.
Do you know what the really potentially really sad thing is? What if Rain Moon gets a Tenpai, waiting on 2-5, and then we see a Tenpai for the 7 pairs?
Oh,
They're not.
Instant Ricci.
Yeah, I mean you're going to. It's 2-5, and you've got Dora 4. You have to take that. How's it looking actually? We see all the 5s are being
That's right.
all the 5s are accounted for. How about the 2s? Oh, there's
Oh
one.
no!
Oh.
Oh no! Okay, they keep it. Yeah, they're not gonna die for this.
There's only it's only a 1 tile wait. Everyone has all of the other weights. To Rain Moon, it's like an 8 tile wait, but it's actually just 1. Wow. And Night Dust
all
is
these
template for their own
cheat
cheat toy. But Dharma's it. I mean, I understand in Night Dust's case, maybe they're playing to be safe. But like you gotta pursue, right?
I mean, you can pursue without reaching here.
I guess. But with Ricci Cheeto, you're invincible.
That's what they'd like you to believe.
That's what I'd like you to believe. You learned any-
I've been vinced once or twice in my life.
I don't think the only times I've ever dealt in on a Cheeto Ricci, and maybe this is just like confirmation bias, but the only times I've ever dealt in on a Cheeto Ricci was to another Cheeto Ricci. So as far as I'm concerned, invincible.
Oh, there we go. Oh, this is so bad.
Poor Ash, dealing in. Oh, that's the Hote too. The last tile draw under the river.
This is a tragedy.
Oh no. I'd like to report a murder.
You've heard of the Slender Man, but I think the scarier nightmare is the Hana Man.
The Hanuman.
And they are coming for Ash.
Oh goodness. You have to collect.
Minus 56. This South 2 dealership, this is it. This is their... It's not necessarily it, but you got to imagine that in their head they're thinking, this is my last shot. This is my last dealership. I need to make this count.
I mean, yeah. If they can have a really good dealership, then they have a chance of winning. But I don't think if they just let it go by, it's over. The best they can really do is maybe get 3rd place. But yeah, this is. I mean, it's a good hand to try and make something happen though. That I really like. Like I wonder if I would call for Tanyao here. I feel like I'd be panicking and just trying to get a win. Like I wouldn't even care how much it was worth. I just want to say, just give me something. Give me a win. Once I've gotten a win, I can get my confidence back and start building back up again and getting bigger wins. But I just want that one. That one just get me back on my feet.
Yeah, it's hard to say at this point whether that's a trap or not, but they aren't going for that quick insta call. That was kind of their chance to do it, calling that 6, 7, 8. They're keeping their hand closed in order to get that value.
I think they'll pawn. I don't think they'll chi.
Think they'll pawn?
There's a chance this becomes Toy Toy, as well as Tanyao.
It's pretty far from Toy Toy with only 3 pairs and so many other formations that are connected otherwise.
I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. But also, you gotta try something.
You gotta try. I think what they're trying is just keeping it closed and to get their value that way by being able to reach it.
I get it. Also, what's going on the left here? I'm sorry.
Things
Things are happening.
Things.
Maneuvers are being performed. Don't worry about it.
I saw a potential 7 pairs, but I don't think
Yeah.
that's 7 pairs. I think they're just gonna play one solo now, right?
I mean, they said the Dora, but after seeing 2 on the right there,
Okay.
there's no sense in waiting on Dora. But
We're back to Pairsville, and there's that call.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they were just waiting to try to hope that they got something better. After a couple of draws, they didn't get anything better. Now it's time. Also, what a good dodge for Ash, playing that 5 right before it became the deal-in tile.
Yeah.
Rain with the Dharma Pinfu. I mean, they're first place, and they don't need to win a big value hand, so the hit
Tanya's
close.
been achieved. This is actually bad for Night Dust because that 7 is a death tile now, and it's their
but
most.
it's over.
Uh-oh.
It's
There it
over.
goes.
Done.
just in time
Heartbreaking.
too.
I'm sorry, Ash.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
I'm
They
sorry
could've
that this
had
is
a
your
chance
life
to
now.
upgrade that to Sanshoku, but they take it now. They can now move the dealership. You take that lead.
I mean, yeah. Why
South
wouldn't you?
3.
When you're yeah, when you're in first place, it's just too good not to. Like that's just like, wow, this is
Ash. This isn't Ishan 10 for a Yakuman, so they're not looking favored here. Because that's about what it would take at this point.
I mean, I guess 2 Bymans would do it. You can get 2 Bymans back to back. It's
You know, Blessing from Heaven is a hand that exists.
yeah.
It's strictly possible to get that hand in the game Reichi Mahjong. That is my assessment of Ash Yuna's current situation, unfortunately.
Okay, what if you just drew a winning hand, like right now? It's just, you know, it'd be nice.
Oh,
I
these
think you need to
draws
do
for
it
Night
twice,
Dust have been pretty
but-
incredible, though.
Yeah, I think
Oh, yes.
Night Dust knows, right? Night Dust probably got this sort of feeling of, you know what, I don't want to leave it to chance. I want to get a few more points just in case. I don't want to leave it to my teammates to win this. For me.
Oh, no Contraflow. But rightfully so.
I
I might
mean-
have just called pawn and then write it out.
It's rough because that puts them in the position of being on the 1-4 weight and breaking their Tanyao.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's already
who's
over.
ready
Oh
on that?
no! Ash Yuna.
This has become a very close
Oh.
fight for first place in this match. Who's in the head
And
right
now
now?
Rio's got the first
Oh, they are now.
by
They-
800. Ah!
It's neck and neck.
It's so
Rio
close.
Rain Moon.
45 points to the winner. So, sorry, 40 more points to the winner than second place. So you need to get first. That's worth 40,000
Yakuai is enough.
points.
Tanyao is enough to take first for either player.
Although if Rain wins, they do have to play again. The game will not end if the dealer wins in South 4.
Yeah, so they have to get cushion formed here.
But punching up into first here would be so good.
Yeah,
for
it's
Rain
worth
Moon.
so many points. You have to try. And also, in Rain's situation, there's no reason to fold ever, right? Because you have second place. Like, you're never going to lose second place, right? Even if you dealt in, you lose, what, 5 points? Whereas you can stand to gain, like, 40-something points. So you need to try. I think there's so much to gain and not enough to lose to make it worth worrying about.
Ash's hand over there. It does contain 4 pairs. It is strictly possible to draw 2-3 South red. Oh no, it's not. The Souths are dead. Yeah, Ash is even in the most generous of scenarios, I don't think Ash is getting
Oh
out
my
of it.
I think at this point, either Ash is just having fun, making a 7 pairs hand just for the sake of it, or I mean,
I think that's the constant flavor between these two games. Like, if they go for Cheetoy, they go for Cheetoy.
I mean, we've seen a lot of people just sort of wobble a bit around Cheetoy. I've noticed,
Ooh.
not committing to it enough, perhaps. But yeah, I think in this case, Ash. I wonder if they're just sort of like maybe they've realised that then. Actually, no, there's no reason to give up. But maybe they've realised that they're not in the best situations. Although, what if they get 7 pairs and a half flush?
Interesting draw from Rain Moon. Dropping that 5. Rain Moon's biggest problem right now is that 1 pin exists in the game of Mahjong. Because it's what's giving them a little bit of trouble just forcing this Tanyo. They need to get that 4.
Yeah, I think the 1 pin right now is going to be Rain's least favourite tile. Although, I guess you could have kept
Take
5666. Maybe I would have kept 5666 and do 3, just because of that exact reason.
Yeah, the potential for 40-10 is unfortunate, but their dealer, they want to get in 10 pie now. They do have 2 Dora,
There's
and
one full pin out.
worst case scenario, they can change their weight because they're open.
That's true, yeah.
So they're giving themselves the chance to just win if a 4 drops, and if it doesn't, they have a backup plan.
Well, there's 1 4 out there to draw. I don't think we're going to see them being played by anyone. Maybe Ash might, if Ash gets the Tenpai. But we'll see.
If that happened again,
I would just... be-
I'm not even playing in this game. I don't know if I could take it emotionally.
Yeah, no, you really don't want to see good plays get punished. Although
But,
that would
you
have
know,
been
that's
really
the
good.
game we play.
Gosh.
Right,
So, Ash and Knight does potentially crawling into a Honeydew with the dots? Ah,
yeah, there it is.
and that's the
Are they
block if I
10
see
high?
one.
No, they're not. And they're gonna deal in on the 5-pin. At least Knight does probably deal in the 5-pin if they draw something around 6, around 6-9. So Knight is in a lot of danger right now.
If that 5-pin deals in, that's actually very, very bad for Rain Moon. Because that just ends it with Rio in first.
I take it back because I'm really surprised. Well, no, of course they can't reach you. Yeah, Team Sweetback can't reach you.
Yeah,
If they do reach you, they'll be
too close.
The 1,000 points from their Ricci stick will put them temporarily into second place. Although I think actually no, they're safe, right? Because if they reach you and then Rain Moon is Tempai, the game won't end. So they will lose their first place, but I think they should just reach you. They're missing out on too much by having no Yaku Tempai here.
This is such a terrifying hand for everyone involved.
Yeah. Oh, we have a chance to change weight and Void for a 10 and also get an extra Dora. But of course they're going to switch up. There's an extra Dora. You can't say no to that, right? Oh no. That's interesting. They keep the 4-weight.
And now...
It's a safety play, I think, right?
They don't want to die. They don't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
And
they
then
wanna
one
give me
becomes...
first-
Oh... Okay.
They don't want to die either.
Knight does to spend his entire night not wanting to die.
Wow.
Oh my god, what? Are you serious?
Wow. Hello there. Hello there.
So starter kit. No premium. You did. Here it is.
All honors. All honors?
And
All honors?
call it. Call
that
it.
Call it.
Yeah, call
There we
it.
go.
Your dealer. Intimidate the board. No.
Is
You
it,
go
is-
in.
Probably dropping there.
It's
At
time.
worst, it becomes half flush Dora.
It's time to channel your inner Ichihime
Oh,
and start
outside
running.
it.
I like this. Even if it's just alternatives and honors for 2 extra hand, that's fine.
There's still plenty of backup if Suicide doesn't hit. A Hanroto, a Chanta, go in. Your dealer, go.
Channel your inner Ichihime. It's time to pawn.
Let's go. Tonkat ascended.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Really?
Tonkat ascended. Let's go.
Oh wow.
Do they cut the one? Yep, they cut the one. They're in 10. Let's go. Half flush. Double Yaku high.
If the green dragon
Already
comes, you have to call it
intensified.
right. If the green dragon comes, you have to pawn it right. You have to, right?
Yeah.
You gotta believe in it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Cut the 2. Go
Where's
for
the last-
Hanroto.
Where's the last win?
Switch.
Where's the West? Are the Wests all on the wall? The Wests are on the wall. Can we see a double Yakuman? I can't remember. I never thought this would happen. Is there a chance of a double Yakuman? Is that even in the rule set?
I'm trying to look at other players' hands here, but it is so hard to look at anything else than what's going on in Rain Moon's hand right now.
Rio's holding the white dragon. Don't blame them.
No, I don't blame them at all. You have to take the 10
oh, okay.
Alright, they're taking the 10. They are dealer.
Yeah.
I do think that is the correct play.
This is
That's
fine.
gonna stack up so much.
But do you
Hanitsu.
get greedy though?
Oh,
Wait, what?
No.
Wait, why would
No,
you calm
Those are
this?
points.
It would have been
Those are
wrong.
points.
It would have been wrong.
This hand
It
is
would
so
have been wrong.
no, it's not wrong at all. This hand is so good you would have to calm.
This hand is so good you don't need to. And if you do that, the scenario you create for yourself is that you don't hit it, you create a second Urtadora,
Wow.
and then somebody else
There's a
reaches
run.
and kills you. But they
Wow.
do get the Rona on the green.
When my
You
hand
get
is
the run.
when my hand is that good, the one extra draw is so valuable. But also,
Oh, 18K
hey,
there.
18K. Oh wow, Ashuna
What a
again.
hit.
Sometimes it be like that, but it's also just you hate to see it in an event like this.
Yeah.
Like Ash is doing what they can, right? They've got to try and they had to try and fight and get some points back. So the fact that they're taking more risks is just them playing to their current rank, right? But also you hate to see it.
Yeah, it's tough to watch, but it is correct. They do not have a whole lot left to lose. I mean, it is tournament play, so where was their team before this game? I guess that's the big question.
So we didn't see the other table, but Ashuna was. Let's have a quick
Second.
look. They were third place. No more team.
Third.
No,
They were third.
Mura-san. At the end of match 1, had minus 28.4 points. So
Okay, yeah. So they really did not have, like, from any position, they didn't have a whole lot to lose. It is the right time to swing. It's just watching the consequences of swinging over and over.
Yeah, when you take risks,
Not for sensitive
there's always a high chance of taking risks to be punished horribly, and you never want to see it, but sometimes it's unavoidable, and they're just playing to their rank. There's nothing you can do sometimes. When you've got to take the risk, you've got to take the risk. You know what you've got to do, and you just got to do it, but...
Speaking of knowing what you got to do, though, Rain Moon's hand looking kind of clean here.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly a lot further away than it looks.
Yeah.
They have a lot of weird...
They have the option
double...
of... Yeah, I was about to say, do they take the 8 pair and the 3 pair, or do they try and do something around the Manti to try and not get that double pair shape? But they've got to. They're actually only 1 away from Tenpai right now. They're 2 away from Tenpai, I take it back. Okay, now I think they're 1 away from Tenpai. Wait, what?
357. I
They're
wonder if
only
just...
an 8 pair.
Right, yeah, now they're 1 away from Tenpai, I take it back. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. That was me being dense. It's okay.
456, 567, pair 8, 78, 357.
In an ideal
Just
world...
keep saying numbers. You know.
we want to... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They could play the 4 and just get the pure little sequence now, just for free.
Yes.
Just as a nice little bonus, you know?
This hand was already looking good. Now it's looking even better.
It's so valuable. Rain is just here. And we get the glory. We get the honor of watching this. This is great, honestly. Although, having said that, Rio's hand is really... I think they're... Ishant in the cells. It's... If they can get the 3-pin...
I bet they cheat us. Yep.
Yeah.
They just want to get into the Tenpai.
Tenpai's Tenpai. You've got Dora 2. You don't... You lose the pure double sequence, but... You've got Dora 2.
You're first by a lot, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Get points for the team. Stack the points.
What if you just won more points?
Yeah, stack it for the team. It's for the team.
Also, I think Rain Moon was one of the.
Uh-oh.
I don't think Nidus is going to play this. I don't think so.
That's gonna fit in.
Well, having said that, the 3s have come out. If Rain plays a 9 as well,
That's
makes
bad for Rain
that makes
Moon.
the 6 really safe. So Rain played a 3, Rio played a 9. The 6 can't be safe. It can't look safe enough for Nidus to play. I don't think we won't
That's
see
a
it.
3-star away by Night Dust there.
Yeah, they're using that 6. Rain Moon can't finish this hand unless they change their win.
Yeah, I guess the question would be: is Night Dust willing to recheat to try and pursue this? They've got a really good way, as you say, and they just summoned, so that's that.
What a game.
What a way to end that. That's... Wow. Can we just go back and look at that, look at some of those Sans and Rain Moon's Reign of Terror there?
Yeah, let's review. Let's hand review.
I also need to just take a moment.
Plus
just to-
85. Ooh.
I just need to take a moment to process this. Wow, that's
What an
so
incredible
good.
game.
Da-da. Yes, okay. Let's just see if we can just do a little bit
Yeah,
of
that
replay on
the first hand of the game really set the tone.
Wait. Right, I'm doing nothing. Okay. So let's just not
This
let that-
game was a bloodbath.
It really was.
Where to go?
Like I was saying that everything was happening, right? Everything was being like a very sneaky set of matches.
But
let's
didn't we
see.
start this game and there are 3 Dora staring us directly in the face?
Also, I
Yeah,
just
hi, 5.
By 3 I mean 5.
Yeah.
you know, just 5 Dora. You know,
So
no
I
big
remember
deal.
the 3 in the middle there. I had forgotten that there are 2 red 5s flanking them.
And Tenpai and 3 draws. Like, what is this? This really set the tone for this match. And I honestly feel really just sad for Ashuna. Because they took a beating for the entire session. Just the entire session.
You know, there are games like that.
There are games like that. Yeah. I'm
And
sure
it's
we can all
unfortunate-
relate.
It's especially unfortunate that it happened in tournament play, but the unfortunate reality is, I can only say that word so many times, that Mahjong is a game where luck is a huge factor, and there are going to be those blowout games, and they're going to hurt, but it's kind of it's a built-in cost that you pay when you decide that you like this game. And all you can do is take it on the chin, go to the next tournament, go to the next game, and remember that your day in the sun is going to come too.
You know what? I think, honestly, Ashuna's doing it, like, maybe not on purpose, but, like, they're part of Team more, they're part of a team, no, more Ura-san, right? So they want to see Dora-san, they want to see Ura-san, they got to see a lot of it today. They got to see a lot of Dora-san and or Ura-san.
They can, maybe they can go home with that emotional victory. Silver linings, you gotta look for the good in life.
Yeah, when you deal in, you're giving a gift to the other players, right? That's what you're doing. You're giving them a moment. You're building them up. But yeah, also it felt like it was a lot longer than just three hands. But Rain's Reign of Terror. That was so. I want to. So I'm doing this. I know I shouldn't, but I want to. So the last Hatsu was going to be drawn by Night Dust. Okay, so that makes that a little bit less good. How? If they were looking for a Dora, the tile they drew was the 3-so. Okay, so assuming there were no calls, they would have drawn 3-pin, 8-so. Then they would have drawn the West, and then they would have drawn the West.
Yeah,
they wouldn't.
That's a world so far removed from what actually happened.
If they called this, they would have shifted the draw,
or
they would have missed out. Yeah. Okay, I take it back.
Any tile that you don't see, it's just like in a card game. If something gets discarded from your deck, it didn't get discarded from your deck. It was at the bottom of your deck. It never existed in the first place.
Yeah, that's
you
fair.
can't think about the what ifs. You just gotta live in the world that existed.
I mean, if you're playing, you can't. If you're commentating, you have to think about it.
Oh yeah. We can talk about that. Yeah.
Just imagine though, the West were all in the wall.
Imagine.
2 Chuns were in the wall too. There was a very real chance. Well, having said that, when the green was called, it would have changed the draw order, so maybe we wouldn't have seen these come out. And I don't think anyone would have played the Chun if they drew it. Like, no way, right? It was cut twice. It was cut once, but no one would play a Chun to this. Although I'm honestly really surprised the green came out. Let's look at what Ash's situation was. They're in last place, and you don't want to see it. You know, they're Tenpai. They have no Yaku. How long have they been Tenpai for in this situation? Let's just have a quick check. So they literally hit it just here. Wait, no, just here. Okay. So you've just hit Tenpai. They don't have the best weight in the world, and I guess they don't want to. I guess they want to reach you because they see this. Like this is terrifying. Oh goodness. But yeah. Anyways, let's not worry about that right now. We actually have a thing I've got to quickly do. I wish I could. Let's get back in on this. I wonder if I could just play it from here. I wonder if it'll work. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to switch over to an interview from the organisers for the winning team. I do believe it might even be Team Lodibala, thanks to Rain Moon's massive wins there.
Yeah, what a game.
And yeah, I will get those scores filled in as the interview plays. And yeah, let's get that going.
Hi all, here's the after-match championship interview, and I'm so excited about a match that just ended about a minute ago. In the final stage, Team Lolibaba beat their worthy opponents, made their way through the tournaments, and claimed their championship. I have here with me the team leader, Otaku. Hi Otaku, say hi to the audiences.
Hey everyone.
First of all, a massive congratulations to you and your team. Well performing in this intense competition. How are you feeling right now?
Great, I feel really excited. I'm really proud of my teammates, and yeah, it was a real blast watching the matches.
Right, I agree with that. That was real fun watching the stream. I was personally very hyped by that. And let's move on to your next question. What is your evaluation on your teammates' overall performances during this championship? Are there things well done and things to be improved that you think you can maybe talk about a little bit?
Just talk about the performance. I feel like there are definitely things that we all could have worked out, but overall, I'm really proud of how my team performed. And I think I also tried my very best in my match. So definitely, I'm very proud of my team.
Right, I like to hear that you're excited, and I was very happy to see the last game go so well, and you did make a comeback in the last Sunshine. Very nice. And okay, again, a huge congratulations to Team Lollipop, winner of the first Mahjong Soul Team Championship. Thanks for joining me in this interview and participating in this tournament. We hope you all enjoyed it in the past 3 weeks, and we look forward to hold more Mahjong tournaments in the future. And good luck with your Mahjong Soul games today. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, that was incredible. And yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to all the team in Loaded Barber. Congratulations to all the players who played today. Like, you all did incredible. I'm so proud of everyone. You gave us an excellent show.
Yeah, you could not ask for a more hyped final game.
You really couldn't. You really couldn't.
When it opened up with Dora 5,
yeah,
it was something. You know something special is about to happen when that is the initial draw in the final game.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even close near the end. Wow, I'm looking at the scores, showing that my calculations are right. Lollibaba wins with 150.3 points. Second place goes to Last Minute Team. They fought very well. They did a really good job. Obviously, we saw Night Dust try and defend that lead. I don't think it even would have mattered. I think Night Dust needed first place to really make that work. Team Speedwagon and Team No More Urasan, really close. They were only separated by 5.1 points, all in all. So that was basically, it was less than a man gun gap between the two players at the end. That is ridiculous. I love that. I love how close it is. But seriously, congratulations to all the players. You've given us a great show, and yeah, it was great. I'm so glad I got to watch this.
Absolutely. Congratulations to our winning team. Congratulations to everyone who played. And thank you everyone who watched this exciting event unfold.
Definitely. Please, please follow the Mahjong Soul Twitter, Mahjong Soul Facebook, Mahjong Soul Discord. Guess what I read in the Mahjong Soul Twitter a couple days ago?
Is it news on an exciting collab?
It is. I'm really hyped. My profile picture normally is a certain Washizu type fellow, and if I'm going to get a chance to do some cool things, I'm going to take that chance. That's so good. I'm so hyped.
It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it too.
That'll be interesting, yes.
But yeah, I need to make a Twitter so I can try and get it on their giveaway, because they're giving away 10 free summon spells to try and get people hyped for that. I really look forward to that. I'm so hyped, honestly. I want that event to happen. I want it to happen now. But yes, seriously though, thank you for watching, everyone. I've had so much fun doing this, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. Anything else to say?
It was a great time. Thank you so much for having me. It was wonderful to watch, wonderful to be a part of, and I look forward to watching more exciting Yostar events in the future.
Anything to add, Panda?
All the excitement, the drama, the shiny towels, it was worth the commentary. Thank you again for allowing me to come on the commentary team.
No, thank you, seriously.
I'm looking forward to some more events.
Thanks both of you, yeah, and thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you around, hopefully. Later.